From Simmons Field in Lima, Ohio for the second straight season, it's Locos and Joes for the GLSCL title. Game 1 being played here tonight in front of a full Simmons Field crowd in beautiful Lima, Ohio. Luke Westpoley, Blake Griffin alongside Blake. Both teams fought their way here. There were ups and downs for both of these squads throughout the regular season. They finished really hard. They were both the 2 seeds going into the playoffs, knocked off the top team in each of their respective divisions, and somehow, some way, Locos and Joes for the second year in a row.
It's just it's the matchup everybody wanted. Going into the season, you knew these two teams were going to be good. You knew these two teams were going to have a shot. And when it came to playoff time, you knew both teams were probably going to find a way to come back here to Simmons Field and cross off again. Took a hard fight from the Joes, a hard fight from the Locos as they had to come back and do a reverse sweep on the Monarchs. It's the energy's great here, as it always is at Simmons Field, just looking for a great baseball game.
Not an empty seat here in Lima, and the bleachers surrounding the all-natural field. Joes, the champions of the South Division, knocking off the Licking County Settlers, the top seed in 2 games. Got the day off yesterday, enter today with a record of 23-17. They will face off against the best from the North, the 2 seed Lima Locos, who knocked off the Michigan Monarchs, who were the top seed in that division, in 3 games. Lima coming in with a record of 23-18. The tension has been building for hours, and we're waiting for it to burst. Lineups, anthem, and baseball coming up soon here from Simmons Field. Stay with us. Championship baseball is just coming up here on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network.
And our law enforcement personnel protect our freedoms every day. In respect to those great men and women and to honor America, we ask that you all stand and face the flag in center field. Gentlemen, removing your caps and veterans hand saluting covered or uncovered for the singing of our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner. Here tonight to sing the anthem is Riley Daniels.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through a perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Riley Daniels with our national anthem. Fans are umpires for tonight's game. Behind the plate, Mr. Dunn.
Anthems have been played, and we are just moments away from Game 1, first pitch here in the GLSCL Championship Series. Joes will bat first. We'll give you the Kettering Health starting lineup right now. Batting first and playing second base from Miami University is Parker Lester. The Wright State Raider, Andrew Patrick, will play center field and bat second. Nick Wimmers out of NKU, the catcher, will bat third. Steven Stigler, the left fielder from Miami Hamilton, in the cleanup spot from the University of Charleston, batting fifth. The designated hitter, Evan Ulrich. Clay Badalak of Frontier Community College, the shortstop, batting sixth. Sam Lowe batting seventh. He's playing third base out of Charleston Southern. Caden Konzak out of the University of Toledo, batting eighth in right field. And rounding out the order, the Tiffin Dragon at first base, Cal Brazier. On the mound for the Lima Locos is Jaron Slusher, making his fourth start, seventh appearance. Started 3 games in the regular season, pitched 18 2/3 innings with a 5.3 ERA, 10 walks to 19 strikeouts. Played this past spring locally in the Dayton area at Edison State Community College, and will be transferring out next year to play at Shorter University. 2-seeded Joes versus 2-seeded Locos here in front of a full crowd at Simmons Field. Should be a great atmosphere as always. Last year, Joes played 2 games here, lost game 2 of the GLSCL Championship Series after defeating the Locos at Foundation Field in game 1, but then came in on the final day with their backs against the wall, defeating the Locos in game 3 to claim the 3rd GLSCL title in franchise history. Lima Locos, one of the all-time great franchises here in the GLSCL. Joe's looking to kind of vault their name into that all-time great group as well. Looking for their 4th championship in team history starting today. Parker Lester leading things off, batted .308 in the regular season. Went 1 for 4 with a walk and a run scored in game 2 as the Joes dispatched the Licking County Settlers a couple of nights ago. 6-3 was the final in that one. Lester digging in. Lester was 3 for 10 in that opening series. First pitch on the way, and it'll miss low for ball 1. First pitch time, 7:05, right on time here. 1-0 count to Parker Lester. Nobody on here to the leadoff man. Here comes the pitch. And this one just a tad inside from Slusher. That'll make the count 2-0 to Lester.
I'm going to be honest, I don't know if we started at 7:05 the entire season.
Commissioner in attendance, you got to get it on the dot here in the championship, most important game all year. 2-0 pitch to Lester. He goes swinging. This one lifted in the air left side, shallow outfield. 3 players converging on it. Coming over from short at the fence. The play is made by Gill. Completely went out of our vision here, but made the play just beyond the Locos dugout, as Parker Lester is down for out number 1 here in this inning. Andrew Patrick now will dig in. What a playoffs he's had after batting .208 in the regular season. He has led the way for the Joes offensively here in the playoffs. 5 for 10.
We've been waiting for that bat to heat up, and it finally has.
First pitch on the way. Breaking ball just missing inside for ball 1 to Patrick. Umpire crew today, Don Hammond behind the plate, Ron Black at first base, Dorsey Hager on third. 3-man crew as always in the GLSCL playoffs. 1-0 pitch on the way, and that'll bounce in. Low and away there for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on here. To the second batter of the game, Andrew Patrick. Lima had their backs up against the wall last time they were here at Simmons Field, came away with the win. 2-0 runs way outside, and the count 3-0 to AP now. Lima trailed in that game as well, as they were looking to be swept by the Michigan Monarchs, but this home crowd, they're never out of a game here. Spurred their way back into it with a late comeback, and then won game 3, ran away with the series yesterday. 3-0 pitch, called strike 1 on the outside corner. Patrick will take all the way on it.
Yeah, that's the one thing we've kind of noticed kind of watching from scoreboards over the season is that Lima is a team that's going to give you a lot of fight.
Yeah, they're never out of games. Count is 3-1 to Patrick. Here's the pitch. This one fouled to the backstop. And now the count is full. First full count of this game we've seen. Patrick will take a breath. Nobody on with one out. We will get a payoff pitch. Slusher continuing to go from the stretch with nobody on. Brings the glove behind the hip. Here comes the payoff. This one driven into left field. Coming in on it is Jacobs, though, now backing up. He looks to be underneath it, and he makes the play to his left on the fly ball for out number 2.
Yeah, that's something that we noticed taking BP. It's almost kind of like a Grand Lake situation the last time we played at Montgomery Field. The wind kind of knocking a lot of balls down. You're going to have to take a lot of line drives to get some hits tonight.
Wind has been shifting all over the place the past few hours, almost kind of swirling, you could say. Nick Wimmer's up to the plate with the Joes. Base is empty. 2 down. First pitch to him on the way, and he'll take, and it actually clipped him. Hit him on the foot. And he's running over to first. The crowd's giving him the business. There was no signal from the umpire, and it's not going to hit him, so he's going to have to return to the plate.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I saw it hit him either.
It didn't look like it hit him, but Wimmers has made himself a nice friend in this Simmons Field crowd here early. Does count as a ball, though, regardless of whether you take the shin pad off. So now here comes the 1-0. This one jammed left side, chasing from third base, not getting there is Norton. He will crash into the fence right in front of the Lima dugout, and the count is 1-1.
Wimmer's not a stranger to hostile crowds. He played in the Big Ten.
Yeah, played in the Big Ten, played for Nebraska. Definitely a Joe who's probably played in front of the most fans, you could say.
Yeah, I would say so.
Of anyone on the team. No stranger to it.
Except for maybe Andrew Patrick.
1-1 fired in, and that'll miss inside for ball 2. Slusher throws the hands over the head. He can't believe it. 2 balls and a strike now to Nick. The gap in the middle infield is pretty wide.
Yeah.
Corner infielders are a couple steps behind the bag. A little bit off the line. 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. That's up high to Wimmers, ball 3. Despite 2 outs from the Joes, we have seen them take quite a few balls early in at-bats, both Lester and Patrick doing so, but both retired. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this one's fouled back. That was coming right down Broadway, and Wimmers caught it off the top of the bat. The count full.
Yeah, 15-pitch first inning. Nothing to scoff at from the Joes batters. Definitely seeing a decent amount of the pitch mix here from Slusher.
Wimmers batting left-handed here against the righty, Jaron Slusher. On deck for the Joes, Steven Stigler. See if we can get to him. Another payoff coming up. Here it is. Breaking ball up high, ball 4. Took a little longer, but Wimmer still finds his way on base.
We've talked about it time and time again how good the eye of Wimmers is consistently over the season. That's a guy that is a rough out no matter what.
Yeah, that's what playing 4 years of college baseball will do for you. Nick Wimmer's the rising 5th year. Now Steven Stigler will stand in. Righty going no batting gloves today. Choked up a little on the bat. Runner on first, 2 away. First pitch to him, sent in. This one taken high in the air. Herring with a delayed reaction in right, backing up to the track. He makes the catch right in front of the Joes bullpen in right field. And the Locos escape. 1 pitch, hard contact from Steven Stigler, but nothing coming from the Joes bats in terms of runs here in this top of the first. No score. We will see Josh Lazier take the mound for the first time this playoffs. When we return, it's the GLSCL Championship Series between Lima and Hamilton on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Bottom of the first has arrived, and the host Locos bats will come to the plate for the first time. Ty Gill going to lead them off. Gill batted .374 in the regular season. This is a Locos team that had a GLSCL best .280 average in the regular year. First pitch from Josh Leisure, snapped in, and it'll bounce low for ball 1.
That might be the hardest ball we've seen throw all year from Leisure, 95. Definitely amped up for the moment.
Definitely. Leisure sitting in the low 90s most of the time throughout this year. He winds and fires the 1-0. That one sprayed foul into the left side fence. 95 again.
Well, he's juiced.
The adrenaline is kicking right now for Josh Leisure here in the championship. 1-1 count here. Leisure winds. Now the pitch. And that one just misses the outside corner. 94 that time. Leisure going fastball, fastball, fastball right off the rip. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nick Wimmers did his best to frame, but just missing off that outside corner. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 95 again. That one pops out of the glove. Leisure not going away from the fastball just yet.
It's Hope Wellian.
It is Hope Wellian.
Out of the first few pitches.
Ty Gill, the leadoff man, facing a 2-2 count. Leisure brings the glove down. He winds. Here we go. That one bouncing in. First off speed from Leisure, 81 miles an hour on that one. Just a little short of the base. He'll go and retrieve the ball as it trickled to the right of the pitcher's mound. And the count is full to Ty Gill.
Strikeout here would be huge for Leisure to start things off.
Here comes the payoff. Outside, ball 4. Ty Gill works the walk to lead things off. In 29 innings pitched in the regular season across 6 starts, Josh Leisure walked 17, struck out 22. His 2.48 ERA on the regular season was enough to earn him a GLSCL All-Star selection, was also named to the All-League team. Runner on first, nobody out now as Brian Herring will dig in. Herring 5 for 9 in the postseason. Another lefty to dig in. His 4 RBIs in the postseason, also leads this Lima squad. Leisure now pitching from the stretch. Gill a step off first. First pitch, low for ball 1.
Yeah, trying to paint that outside corner early is Leisure, but is having a tough time finding the edge. He just keeps pushing it further and further off.
Runner goes. Here's the 1-0. It's inside. Wimmers throws down to second. It's
Oh
a
my
good one,
goodness.
and it is in time. Great throw by Nick Wimmers. Pitch was called ball, but Josh Leisure will take it. That wipes the runner off the base paths and puts 1 out on the board here in the bottom of the first.
Should know better than that.
25 for 28 was Ty Gill on stolen bases coming into this. Now 25 for 29. 2-0 is the count here to Brian Herring. Leisure back to the windup and pitch. Low and away, ball 3.
Wimmers has, that arm has gotten so much better over the season. Not to say it was
has.
bad by any means.
Wimmers has just looked more and more comfortable as the year has gone on.
Yeah.
3-0, and that's right down the outside half. That'll find the plate. And yeah, I mean, at the plate, behind the dish, we saw him be the designated hitter a lot with Evan Ulrich carrying most of the catching duties, but he's been the man all the way late in the year. 3-1. This one taken into straightaway center. Now backing over into the gap is Andrew Patrick. Underneath it, he will make the catch right in front of the Lima sign. In center field, second batter down, DJ Jackson up to the plate.
Now, we didn't get a chance to see Jackson all season as he was in the North. Definitely would have added that to the all-name team. DJ Jackson just sounds like a baseball player.
His name's I believe it's Derek Jackson Jr. as well. He played for the Locos last year. First pitch, breaking ball, will miss low and away for ball 1.
Probably could have gone with either, honestly. Both great baseball names.
Jackson out of Jacksonville State in Alabama for the Gamecocks. 1-0 pitch on the way. Just a tad low there on the fastball from Josh Leisure.
Team up with Jared Eaton.
He will, of the Xenia Scouts next year. Leisure winding the 2-0. Here comes the pitch. That'll paint the inside corner, called strike 1. Bases empty after Ty Gill was caught stealing after walking. Leisure right into the windup. Working quickly here. Pitch is fouled off. High hopping to the backstop. That'll make the count 2-2 to DJ. Jackson, the designated hitter today, leads this Lima Locos team, or led them in average in the regular season, I should say. Leisure winds. Here's the 2-2. And it's low and away. No chase there from DJ Jackson. And once again, we'll see a full count. There's a theme in the top of the first. Saw a couple of those. Leisure winds. Here comes the payoff pitch. And it's in the dirt. Ball 4. Second walk of this first inning from Josh Leisure. He's pumping. Got a fortunate break from his catcher. It's been a little bit around the zone right now, though.
Yeah. I've seen him top on the velo, but has not seen him as consistent around the zone. Maybe a little too much anticipation here. Needs to kind of focus here and find the zone.
Trying to settle into the game. Brennan Norton will come up now. Third baseman hit .304 in the regular year. First pitch, big swing and a miss. Goes chasing on that one in the dirt. He'll give a little head shake as he walks across the plate up the first base line just to collect himself. 0-1 count. Jackson with a relatively small lead over there on first, and now he'll extend it. It's about 2 steps. Leisure fires in the 0-1. Framed on the outside corner, called strike 2. A good fastball. Always rowdy Lima crowd voicing their displeasure.
Yeah, we're never not going to have their opinion.
0-2 the count here to Brennan Norton. Leisure nods. Here's the pitch. This one fouled off right side into the parking lot. That will go. 78 degrees, partly cloudy here in Lima. Clouds are actually covering up the sun, which sets in left field. So very, very good for the batters.
And for our stream.
And for our broadcast angle as well. Another 0-2 coming up here to Norton. On the way. Breaking ball bounced in, blocked by Wimmers. I'll give it a little show-me move to first, but Jackson not in any hurry. Now the count is 1-2. Seen Norton chase a little bit on that one earlier in the at-bat, but that time learned his lesson. Leisure from the shoulders will bring the glove down. From the stretch, another 1-2. Breaking ball, looped right side. That's going to get down just foul. That's just one that happens in slow motion. Pushed over the head of Cal Brazier. Watched it just slice its way down the line. Hit the corner of the infield dirt as it connects with the grass both in foul territory and the outfield.
Looks very Casey Fink-esque with 2 strikes.
Couple feet to the right of the line. And Norton stays alive here with the count still 1-2. Leisure shakes the first pitch off, now gets the sign. Here's the 1-2 offering. That one bounces away, and it'll get past Wimmers. Jackson to second easily. Leisure a little wild here in the first, but still a chance to get out. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Leisure takes a look back at Jackson. Now he fires home. Just a little bit low. Starting to make his way to the dugout, trying to sell the call there. He's not going to get it. And the count is full. Second full count. This time to Norton. Leisure deals home. This one chopped high in the air. Parker Lester running over to it. He'll get there. Underhand flip a couple feet to Cal Brazier in time for out number 3. Well, there were a pair of walks, but it did not matter. Some good plays from Nick Wimmers behind the plate. And these Locos bats are kept at bay here in the bottom of the first. Inning number 2 we go. No runs, no hits for either team. We'll see if the offenses can come alive when we come back. This is the GLSCL Championship Series on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network. To the top of inning number 2 we go. No score between the Joes and Locos in Game 1 of the GLSCL Championship Series. And now a GLSCL veteran will dig into the plate for the Joes. Evan Ulrich getting his first at-bat. Was a designated hitter last year for the Joes in the Championship Series in that same spot this season. Batting 5th. First pitch on the way, and that'll find the outside corner on the breaking ball. Strike 1. Aaron Slusher back on the mound. Evan Ulrich had that big home run for the Joes that really put out the fire in the last game. Breaking ball misses the outside half that time to make the count 1-1.
Yeah, home run and pimp job to probably
Absolutely
kill any fires.
A big momentum home run, a no-doubter that came in the bottom of the 5th when Licking County looked to be mounting a bit of a comeback. 1-1, fouled back. And yeah, Licking County scored 3 in the top of the 4th. Joes were able to hold them off the scoreboard in the top of the 5th, but only held a 4-3 lead in the bottom of the inning before Evan Ulrich's leadoff solo shot really gave the dugout the much-needed energy. Ulrich facing a 1-2, and pitch. This one driven to left field. Jacobs coming in, and now backing out is Gill from short. He'll be called off by Jacobs, though, who will make the catch in the shallow outfield. The wind continuing to knock those balls down, now blowing straight in. Ulrich chased a little bit up high, but got decent contact. Won't help him out, though. Will go down as a fly out to left for out number 1 here in this top of the 2nd. Now Clay Badalak up to the plate. Bases empty and 1 gone. First pitch to Clay. Foul tipped. Pops out of the glove of Joe Salvo behind the plate and into the fence. 0-1 count now to Badalak. 3 for 10 against Licking County. Clay with a solid series at the plate. Oh-1, fired in, swing and a miss. Slusher pulls the string on the breaking ball. Badalak down 0-2 after he was a little out in front. Looking for a mid-at-bat adjustment here. And pitch. This one low and in. Badalak taking all the way. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bases empty, 1 gone. No score between the Joes and Locos. Here in the top of the 2nd inning from Simmons Field in Lima. Slusher winds. 1-2, way up high. Badalak escapes. 2-2 now. On deck for the Joes is Sam Lowe. Lowe was 1 for 4 in the series finale against Licking County. Here's the 2-2 pitch. This one jammed in the air. Shallow right field. Coming in on it is Herring. He's not going to get there. That's down for a little bloop single. Clay Badalak gets the first hit of the game. And based off the cheer after an opposing hit, can only assume Sam Lowe's going to be the beer batter tonight. Runner on first, 1 out as Lowe digs in. Crowd rousing to their feet here. We're going to pick off over to first, and Badalak is back in time. Slusher set at the shoulders. Nods and delivers another move over to first. No tag applied by Sadler, who will catch that one over the head.
Very infatuated with Badalak, as he was not the biggest base stealing threat this season for the Joes. Doesn't mean he doesn't have any speed.
He's about 2 steps off first right now. First pitch to Lowe. Swing and a miss. Lowe got a piece, maybe chased a little outside. Caught it off the bottom of the bat, 0-1. Badalak 5 for 5 on the regular season in steals. Oh, 1 count. Couple nods. Now the pitch. This one hit in the air right side, and that will push out of play. And so Lowe is down 0-2. The runner on first and one away. Sam Lowe looking to do some damage. Caden Konzak is on deck for the Joes. They still haven't been able to get any sort of good contact that has found the outfield yet. A couple that have found gloves off Jaron Slusher. Another pickoff. Adelac back there well in time.
Trying to get himself to face the minimum, I suppose.
For Badalac, maybe you can keep drawing him, tire the arm out, chase him out of the game early. Goes both ways.
Doesn't mean you might see more fastballs if you're Sam Lowe.
0-2 breaking ball way up high. Nothing for Lowe to hit there. He'll watch it go by. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Joe's in the road blacks with the gray pants. Had a lot of success with the black and gray combo this year.
Yes, indeed.
1-2. Called strike 3 on the outside corner with the fastball. Beer batter down. Sam Lowe will strike out, looking for a strikeout for Jaron Slusher. To an illustrious applause from the Lima faithful. Now 2 outs with a runner on first. Caden Konzak coming in. Lefty will face off against the right-hander in Slusher. First pitch comes inside on him for ball 1. Slusher allows a .333 average against lefties. As Badalac will jump back to first after he receives another pickoff. So the lefty's going to have to carry the weight, it seems, at the plate for the Joes this evening. Righty's hitting just under 200 against Slusher this year. 1-0, pitch on the way. This one fouled back.
Saw Konzak consistently rope ones down the line during BP.
Today's going to be a gaps kind of day, like Blake mentioned, it seems. 1-1 to Caden Konzak. Slusher takes a look over at second, brings the glove behind, and now set at the shoulders. Runner goes. Here's the 1-2. It's low and in. Salvo's throw a little high. Badalac in there safely. Make it 6 for 6 for Clay. He's into scoring position. After all those pickoff moves, doesn't help out Jaron Slusher one bit. 2-1 the count to Konzak. Runner in scoring position now.
Couple of guys, 100% stealing bases.
Couple.
Joe stole a lot to begin the season.
They did, and then they slowed down once they got caught a few times.
Can pinpoint that game, I think, was against the Scouts.
2-1. Inside ball 3. Konzak with 10 RBIs on the season. Corner infield still playing in their normal spots. At shortstop, Gill is covering the bag and then rushing out more towards short as the pitch comes in. Here comes the 3-1. This one grounded right side. Coming over is Davis. It's in his glove. Little high throw, but it's well in time to Sadler to retire the side. Joes get their first hit on the bloop single from Clay Badalac, and he moves into scoring position, but still nothing doing for Hamilton through 2 innings at the plate. To the bottom of inning number 2 we go. Jaden Davis will lead off for the Locos when we come back. This is the GLSCL Championship Series on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. The sun has come out to play here in the bottom of the second inning from Lima. Josh Leisure retaking the mound. First pitch to Jaden Davis on the way. This one hit in the air to right field. Coming over towards the line is Konzak all the way, losing the hat. This one's going to get by him in fair territory. That ball drops. Konzak firing it in. Digging for three is Davis. The throw from Lester is going to get over the head, but quickly recovering are the Joes, so he will stay at third. It's a leadoff triple for Jaden Davis.
Pushing the ball the other way. Konzak was playing a little towards the gap. Had to go a long way. Saw Casey Fink do the same thing against the Settlers. Had to make a diving play, which actually cost him the season as he's out with the injury. So Konzak electing not to injure the shoulder.
So now Clay Jacobs will come up. Hit .269 in the regular year. Runner on third, nobody out. First pitch to the lefty, outside for ball one. 93 that time from Josh Leisure. Leisure looking to settle in. Did not give up a hit in the first. That triple was the first in the hit column for the Locos, but 2 walks for him. 1-0. Swing and a foul tip on the breaking ball that time. Joe's bringing the infield about halfway in. Corners just about a step or so off the grass. While the middle infielders are about level with the bag if you drew a line straight out. 1-1 to Jacobs on the way, and it's up high. Stabbed at by Wimmers. 2-1 now.
You've seen the Joes play about halfway in quotations for the middle infields on turf. Like on this grass, you might want to play a little further in. You never know if the grass might slow some things down.
2-1, swing and a miss. 83 on the breaking ball. Good pitch there from Josh Leisure, able to draw strike 2. Yeah, the infield grass is very consistent here in Lima. It is natural. There's no real bumps or anything like that like there is in Richmond, but it is very thick as grass is. 2-2. Fastball low. Count full once again.
Yeah, visually probably one of the best fields in the league.
Absolutely.
Just looks great.
Looks like a classic baseball field. Payoff coming up. Here's the pitch. Swinging a grounder over to short. Runner will elect not to go. Badalak goes to first, and it's in time. So the Joes able to hang out number 1 on the board and keep Davis at bay at third. Jacobs retired on the ground out to short. Now Cade Sadler will dig in. Joe's going to keep the same look in the infield here. Worked for him one time. See if it'll work again. Sadler going to call time and give a look to Matthew Ferruto over there at third, his coach. Sadler with 3 RBIs in the postseason. First pitch from Leisure. Breaking ball outside. 1-0 count, runner on third, 1 gone. Lima looking to push the first on the scoreboard. This one sprayed into right field. Coming over is Konzak. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. Davis comes in to score. Train horn blares. Lima takes an early lead as they draw first blood. 1-0 on the RBI single from Cade Sadler. So the run does score, but now a much less threatening position, you could say, with the runner on first. 1 gone. Joe Salvo coming up to the plate. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball. Called strike 1 on the outside half. Salvo hit 200 in the regular season. Bulldog out of Samford University. 0-1. Fired in, and that will miss low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Salvo hitless on the postseason. Had a great year last year with Lima. Back for his second year with the Locos. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball outside. Wimmers scampering to it. Pumping over to first. And Sadler will return to the base. 2 balls and a strike now to Salvo. Josh Morozic on deck for Lima. Leisure from the stretch. 2-1 pitch. Bounced in again on the fastball this time. 3 balls and a strike.
Absolutely spiking here from Leisure. It seems like he's trying too hard to pump velo.
Yeah, maybe gripping the baseball a little too tight here early. Salvo will call time. Leisure was the Joe's quote-unquote ace, if you wanted to call him that in the regular season, was 4-0. 3-1 on the way, and it's inside, ball 4. Third walk given up from Josh Leisure. We'll put runners on first and second as Josh Morozic will come in. Leisure continuing to pick up some of that rosin on the right hand. Trying to keep that hand dry. First and second, one away for the 9-hitter for Lima. First pitch to Morozic. Bouncing in, and it gets through the legs of Wimmers. Both runners going to advance. Lima rolling here. 2 in scoring position now, second and third, with Morozic facing a 1-0 count.
This is easily the most uncomfortable we've ever seen.
Here's the pitch, and that's just off the outside corner for ball 2. Morozic hitting .242 with runners in scoring position. Gets the 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball, called strike 1. Morozic taking all the way on that one. Good pitch from Josh Leisure to get himself back into this at-bat. Two and one. Leisure kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball. Pitch that Leisure's had quite a bit of success on here today. Everything wild has kind of been from that fastball from Josh. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Leisure still from the stretch. Here comes. Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball. 3 breaking balls, 3 strikes. First strikeout for Josh Leisure. Back to the top of the order we go. 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. Ty Gill walked in the bottom of the first inning to lead things off for Lima. Was caught stealing second. Leisure trying to give him a bit more to work for here. Second and third, 2 gone. First pitch on the way. Bounces in, blocked by the chest of Wimmers. Ball trickling up the first base line to his right. But Wimmers gave a good old stare down to Cade Sadler at third, making sure he had it through his head to not go home. 1-0 to Gill. Leisure kicks. Here's the pitch. It's inside. Gill will stick the hips out to get out of the way.
You have to think one here would be an absolute godsend to come out of.
Locos got 2 in scoring position. Gill ahead 2-0. Leisure fires home. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. That one was in the dirt. Leisure gets Gill to chase. That curveball success continues.
Yeah.
Lester, who waits on it. Slow throw over to Cal Brazier, but plenty of time for out number 3. Like you mentioned, Blake, Joe's give up 1, but got a good feeling it could have been a whole lot more had it not been for the good finish from Josh Leisure. Locos do take the first lead, though, as they lead 1-0 to the third. We'll see if there's a Joe's response when we come back. This is the GLSCL Championship Series on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network. Lima 1, Hamilton 0, top of the third here from Simmons Field. 9-hitter Cal Brazier going to get his first look at Jaron Slusher. Righty on righty, first pitch on the way. This one driven into straightaway center, backing up on it is Mrozik, but right at him, he'll make the catch for out number 1. Brazier laced that, but put it right where Mrozik was standing. Just took a step back diagonally towards left center and was able to make the play for out number 1. Back to the top of the order we go for the Joes. Parker Lester up to the plate. Popped out to foul territory on the left side his first time up. Lester got ahead of the count in his first at-bat. See if he looks to do the same against Slusher. First pitch on the way. This one hit on the right side. That's off the glove of Sadler, who leaped up, and that'll go down in right. See what the scoring decision is, but that was going to be a really tough play. I'd imagine it's going to be a single. But the Joes attacking here. 2 pitches and 2 results on at-bats already. Parker Lester crushing that one. Lined up the right side, and it will be a single.
Yeah, Parker Lester just continues to hit the ball hard. It's been exactly what he's done ever since he went 0 for 19 and finally was able to rectify it. He's just been able to find a lot of barrels.
Runner on first. One out. Runner goes. Pitch is low and away. Salvo from his knees throws down, and it's not going to be in time. Davis fielded it behind the bag from Lester, and now the postseason steals leader, Parker Lester, is on to second base. Pitch was called strike 1 on Andrew Patrick, but now got a runner in scoring position. Joe's looking to tie it at 1 here.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks, Bob.
From the stretch, 0-1, not quite yet. Turnaround move from Slusher. Lester's got about 2 steps off of second base.
I think if he throws that, that's maybe a little closer than it probably should have been.
Lester's toying with him a little bit. Lester was not a huge base stealer in the regular season. Didn't shy away from it, though. So now we're going to get a throw, and it nearly got by Davis, but he was just able to reach over second base and over Parker Lester to pick that one out of the air. Lester was 8 for 9 during the regular season. So, yeah, Lester doesn't shy away from it, but not going to burn around the base paths. Breaking ball, called strike. Beautiful pitch there from Slusher.
That is an absolute freezer right there. That's ridiculous.
That pitch did not have a lot of velo, but made up for it with all the movement. Patrick down 0-2. Runner on second, 1 out. Slusher takes a look. He'll turn around and throw again. Another tag applied, not in time.
There's a big gap because Davis is holding on Parker a lot. You would think that maybe you see something on the outside corner here, and Andrew Patrick, hopefully good with 2 strikes, pokes it into right field.
If you're able to push that the other way, that's probably going to score Lester and tie the game.
Yeah.
Count is 0-2. Lester continuing to have a huge lead. The pitch, way off the plate. Fastball that time. 1 ball and 2 strikes. No chance for Patrick to swing on that one.
This will be pitch number 40 for Slusher. The Joes have done a really decent job of getting to him and forcing up that pitch count.
Yeah, when you look at the results of the at-bats, not necessarily what the Joes have wanted, but they've gotten a decent amount of pitches on every one. 1-2. Breaking ball, fouled up in the air, into the backstop it goes. Andrew Patrick getting his money's worth. That time he waits on the breaking ball. Sun is poking out through the Swiss cheese cloud in left field. Periodically will illuminate the field and then disappear once more. It is out right now. 1-2 to Andrew Patrick. And pitch. This one grounded to short. Takes a skip up on Gill, but he's still able to field in the breadbasket and fire over to first. Parker Lester advances to third. Andrew Patrick retired, and now there's 2 outs as Nick Wimmers comes to the plate.
That's a good amount of feel from Parker there, knowing that you're a decent amount off the base, and if it's hit anywhere on the infield, then you're probably going to be able to advance except for third.
Yeah, Lester, no hesitation on that one as that ball nearly hit him when it kicked up off the lip on the edge of the infield grass. But regardless, he gets over to third. Now 2 outs for Nick Wimmers. First pitch, and that time it did hit him. He takes it on the shoulder. Crowd giving him the business as he runs down the first base line. Wimmers with a walk and a hit by pitch. For real this time, it'll put runners on the corners as Steven Stigler comes up.
Yeah, the obligatory mentioning that Wimmers does have some 6'7" speed.
Zika goes to try and test Joe Salvo behind the plate here. It's about 2-step lead off first. Steven Stigler's the batter. First pitch to him. Sent in. This one grounded slowly up the third base line, but foul. 5 walks for Steven Stigler in the playoffs. He was a machine in that first game against Licking County, but he's gone after the first pitch in both at-bats now. Stigler down 0-1. Slusher's pitch on the way. That bounces, and good stop by Salvo. Low and away, squeezing that one against the turf. Kicking the leg out.
Salvo has quickly impressed me as a former catcher behind the dish. The throws have been great, and the blocks have been phenomenal.
Yes, absolutely. 1-1 here to Stigler. The pitch on the way, and that time it's outside. Ball 2. Evan Ulrich is on deck for the Joes. Threatening to tie this game, trailing 1-0 here in the top of the third. Runners on the corners and 2 down.
Again, the middle's pinched, so that right-hand 3-4 gap is pretty big.
Stigler trying to push. 2-1 pitch. Up high, ball 3. Crowd continuing to be frustrated in what's been a consistently small zone on both sides.
Yeah, we talked about it. Our stats man, director of analytics, Sam Hughes, has talked about how it's kind of shrunk for the playoffs, and we've kind of enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's kind of what you expect in playoff baseball. 3-1 to Stigler on the way. Way outside, ball 4, and that'll load the bases for the Joes. Lester content sitting on third. Wimmers moves to second, and Steven Stigler aboard for the first time tonight. It's a 5-pitch walk for the Miami Hamilton Harrier, and it will draw a visit from Joe Salvo out to talk to his pitcher on the mound. Evan Ulrich will be the batter.
We'll see how much of a calming presence Salvo is, as every time Wimmers or Ulrich goes out there on the mound, it seems like the pitchers kind of find their stuff.
Absolutely. Ulrich 0 for 3 on the regular season with the bases loaded, and then also had 2 opportunities in the game against Licking County. Came up empty in both of those as well. First pitch to him up high for ball 1. Evan Ulrich 2 for 4 with a double and a home run in the game a couple of nights ago, but was 0 for on 5 at-bats in game 1. 1-0, big swing and a miss. Good cheese there from Jaron Slusher, giving Evan Ulrich the big eyes.
Maybe chasing a touch.
1 ball and 1 strike. Bases loaded here to Evan Ulrich. 2 down here in the top of the third. Joe's trailing 1-0. Slusher trying to get out of the jam. Righty on righty matchup. Here's the 1-1. Big swing and a miss again. He pulled the string that time on the breaking ball. Ulrich swings over the top. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Evan.
It's got to be tough with 2. You need a ball in play. You can't give the momentum to Slusher in terms of a strikeout. You can get out of the inning. You wouldn't like to see it, but the strikeout's absolutely huge to get Slusher off.
Slusher trying to electrify the crowd. He's got Ulrich down 1-2. And pitch on the way. Swinging a foul tip.
Yeah, you can hear it. The Locos crowd will absolutely erupt if Ulrich is a strikeout here.
You can feel it building. Ulrich doing a good job to quiet the crowd down, maybe lessen the anticipation a little bit, give himself a little less pressure on this next one, too. Here comes another 1-2. Swinging a grounder, third base side, right at Norton. He's going to take it to the bag himself, tap on it, fielder's choice, and side retired here as the Joes leave him loaded in the top of the third. Nothing in terms of score, but maybe a little momentum for the Joes bats as we head to the bottom of inning number 3. 1-0 Lima. This is the GLSCL Championship Series on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. dancing our way into the bottom of the third inning from Lima, GLSCL Championship Series, game one of the best of three. Locos leading the Hamilton Joes by a 1-0 score. Josh Leisure retakes the mound to face the two-hitter in Bryant Herring. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball outside, ball one. Leisure worked rather quickly to end that second inning when he kind of got back to things. It's the 1-0 fired in on the fastball, called strike one. We've seen Josh pitch around the zone a little bit here early. Gave up that triple that was hit to the perfect spot in the corner. That scored the one-Lima run. 1-1 pitch. Runs inside on Herring. Jaden Davis led off the last inning by just putting one in the corner as far away from Caden Konzak as possible, and Wright got a triple out of it and came in to score the one run of this game. 2-1. Just missing off the outside corner. The fastball gave a good frame attempt behind the plate from Nick Wimmers. But instead the count is 3-1. Quickly the pitch, lifted up and behind home plate out of play, and the count is full. Joe's outfield slightly shifted more towards the pull side, or push side rather, on the lefty Brian Herring.
Save for maybe Konzak, who's probably playing straight up.
Straight away, but out there in center field, Andrew Patrick playing a little more towards the left center gap. Here comes the payoff pitch. This one hit out to center field. Andrew Patrick having to track back towards straightaway, but he will and make the catch. 4 out number one. It's 2 flyouts to center for Bryant Herring. Solid contact that time. 1 out in the bottom of the third as DJ Jackson comes up.
Herring has to feel a little hard done by. He's hit the ball hard twice and back-to-back at-bats, but straight at Andrew Patrick.
Lights beginning to kick on here as the sun is starting to set and left. DJ Jackson firing a breaking ball in. That's going to hit him on the shoulder. Jackson aboard for the second time. And on both sides, the 3-hitter walks their first time up and is hit on the shoulder their second time to the plate.
Must be something in the water here.
There is action with a righty beginning to throw in the bullpen for Lima, as Brennan Norton is coming up to the plate with a runner on first and 1 gone. Leisure from the stretch. First pitch fired in, and it's low for ball 1. Norton came up with a runner on second in the first, grounded out to second base and Parker Lester. 1-0. Bouncing away. Are they going to say he chased? They are going to say he did. Brought the swing across, and that'll make the count 1-1.
Seen Leisure more consistently find the zone here in this third inning.
Good job to draw the chase on the breaking ball that time. 1-1 pitch, fired in, swing and a miss. Fastball that time, blown by Norton. And he's down 1-2. Love to see an inning where Leisure just has that comfort that you usually see from him. 1-2 pitch. This one hit on the ground, and one hops high in the air, foul.
Maybe a
the
couple.
Third base coach Matthew Ferruto is going to throw it back to Josh Leisure. They're going to use the same baseball.
Maybe a couple of Gold Glove coaches.
Couple of them at third base.
Gold hand, my bad.
And either wearing gloves. Of course not. Toughing it out. 1-2 again. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball again from Josh Leisure, draws his second strikeout.
Yeah, that's where we're more accustomed to seeing from Leisure. A lot of confidence, a lot of composure to throw that and spin that to look that good.
Looking like the nerves starting to disperse for Josh. 2 down now here in the bottom of the third. Runner on first for Jaden Davis. First pitch falls in there for strike 1.
There you go. We've seen him consistently settle back into 92, 93, and maybe just taking a little more off in terms of control.
0-1 fouled back. His breaking ball continuing to work. Maybe saving the strong arm for the facility. Now just trying to find the zone in game. 0-2. Called strike 3 on the fastball and on the outside corner. 94 that time, back-to-back strikeouts for Josh Leisure. safe to say he's back here in the bottom of the third inning. To the fourth we go. Joes were close last time. We'll see if they can finally break through. Lima 1, Hamilton 0. Fourth inning on the way from the All-Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Inning number 4 has arrived here from Simmons Field. Shadows creeping over the outfield. They're now in nearly complete coverage of center. Left and right still in the sun, as is the infield. 1-0, Lima on top of Hamilton. Jaron Slusher retaking the mound. Clay Badalak will be the first hitter he will face here in this fourth. 2 hits aside. First pitch to Badalak, bunt is squared, put down up the line, and it's trickling foul. It will end there. Played in the grass by Norton, who charged in from third.
I don't know if he jokingly heard me during BP. I was talking with Parker Lester and Clay Badalak during BP, and I said, you know, with the sun in your eyes, maybe just lay down a bunch of bunts.
Badalak gave it a shot. But now, with the unsuccessful attempt, we'll have to reset the at-bat down 0-1. Here's the pitch. This one grounded right at the first baseman. Sadler pushes the glove against the chest and steps on first for out number 1. Now Sam Lowe striding into the plate. The beer batter 0 for 1. Struck out looking, was rung up in the top of the second.
Yeah, I was a bit confused last time. He watched the fastball on the outer corner. Not very typical of Sam Lowe.
Base is empty, 1 gone. First pitch on the way. Breaking ball, called strike on the outside half. 0-1 now to Sam. Oh, 0-1 pitch. Deltome, this one hit out into left center field. Mrozek's coming in. He's not going to get there. That's down for a base hit. No more beer discount for the Lima fans. Some booze shower down on the villain, Sam Lowe, as he stands over there on first after a 1-out single.
We'll have to ask him if he embraced that field the single.
Runner on first, 1 away. Caden Konzak's the batter. He grounded out to second base in his only plate appearance so far. Get a pick off to first. It's almost been automatic, it seems, from Jaron Slusher whenever he gives up that base runner on first to pick off. Bunt is squared and put down, foul by Konzak.
You would like to see lefties kind of pull bunts with them up the first base line, as you would try to get Slusher, who's going to fall that way, but get him a little confused with the first baseman Sadler. Maybe, you know, if you're good enough, push it to Gill.
Konzak had to reach up a little bit at that one as it was up high. Maybe not as much control, but did go towards the third base side. We'll see if he goes again here. 0-1. Long pause and now a pickoff. Slusher set again. Another pickoff. Low sliding back.
They seem to be sort of show-me moves from Slusher. They're not quite what some would say A moves. He's not trying his absolute hardest to get the runner out. He's more trying to find out if Sam Lowe's going to try to read the foot.
Hasn't thrown a whole ton of fastballs, so you can understand trying to reduce that lead at first. 0-1 pitch to Konzak. Slides in, called strike 2 on the outside corner. Salvo able to push it down 0-2 now to Caden Konzak. Cal Brazier on deck for the Joes. Another long pause. Here comes the 0-2. Fake move. This one's lifted up left side and way out of play.
This will be pitch number 60 for Slusher. Saw Leisure around 60-62 through his third inning of work. So a little bit ahead of Leisure is Slusher so far.
Locos leading 1-0 after the one run was scored in the bottom of the second inning. Jaden Davis scored after his leadoff triple. 0-2 count to Caden Konzak. Pitch is outside, almost a pitch out there from Slusher.
Changing the eye level.
Kind of a quick pitch, too. Seemed to cut the windup short. Konzak now facing a 1-2. Another pickoff. One ball and 2 strikes. Still to Konzak. Slusher gives the 1-2. Inside, almost hit Konzak, just missed him.
You saw him kind of get a little bigger as he turned away. Maybe trying to let that one clip off an elbow or something.
Lima crowd did not like it. I will tell you, Slusher, I'm not sure if he pitches this way on the road, but
yeah,
with those pickoffs, risky business.
Risky business.
Boos would rain on Josh Leisure if he did that on the flip side. 2-2 to Konzak. This one off the end of the bat. Foul flared over the fans on the left side bleachers, maybe near the train sitting out on the concourse. Train car, I should say.
Big fan of trains, so like seeing
In
train
case
cars.
you were wondering, as some people tied to the team are, who we won't name any names, Lima Locos stands for locomotives, not as in crazy in Spanish. It is for trains. 2-2 still the count to Konzak. Guess what? Another pickoff. Now at this point, Sam Lowe might just be toying with Slusher.
Yeah.
He is a righty, so he is not facing first base when he sets from the stretch. But Sam Lowe maybe just giving him something to think about. Another 2-2, another foul ball up the left side. Konzak continuing to push the ball the other way. Count is still 2-2. Konzak has extended the at-bat. It is now the 8th pitch coming up. But if you count the pickoffs, maybe 13 or 14
Yeah, a couple
throws. Count is still not full to Konzak. Still 2-2. Low with his regular lead on first. Here comes the pitch. Grounder over to second base. The flip over to second is in time. Throw over to first. It's a 4-6-3 tailor-made. And the Locos get out of the inning and put up another 0 in the top of the 4th. To the bottom of the inning we go. Jacob Sadler salvo due up for Lima as you are listening to the GLSCL Championship Series on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Locos leading the Joes 1-0 in Game 1 of this best-of-3 GLSCL Championship Series. These two teams meeting for the second time in the championship in as many years. Clee Jacobs, the leadoff batter, to face Josh Leisure. Jacobs grounded out to short in the second inning with a runner on third, nobody out, but was not able to get the RBI. Looking for his first productive at-bat here. First pitch from Leisure, bunt is squared and pulled back as the pitch is outside. Ball 1. Leisure winding. Here's the 1-0 offering. Snapped inside. That'll miss a couple inches off the plate. 2 balls, no strikes. Still nobody up in the Joes bullpen. 2-0. Leisure kicks and deals. And that'll miss as well. 3 balls and no strikes. Leisure's been close this at-bat, but hasn't quite found the zone just yet. With just the potential of 1 or 2 games left, this will be Leisure's last game of the season. 3-0, get me over strike.
Yeah, look at the ride the arm as long as you can, especially because it's his last appearance.
Yep.
Give him his last bit of work before he heads off to right state.
3-1 offering to Jacobs on the way. Swing and a grounder, right side, tough play for Parker Lester. Stumbling, low throw to first is in time. Great catch by Brazier at first. That was a tough play to come around that ball from Parker Lester. So he almost had to take a step into the outfield grass and then come back in. Had to get the ball out of his glove rather quickly, but did so.
He's a natural.
Disaster avoided. Leadoff man not aboard for the Locos. 1 out and the base is empty now for Cade Sadler. First pitch breaking ball finds the outside corner for strike 1.
There it is.
Sadler has the RBI in this game. Drove in Jaden Davis with the single in the bottom of the second. That pitch will miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Leisure working very quickly here. One pitch. Hit on the ground. Badalak takes it on the short hop at shortstop. On to first. Makes it look real smooth over there. 6-3 for out number 2.
Yeah, saw him take grounders from Ryan Finnerty during BP, and he just looked phenomenal. The dirt not facing him one bit.
Played a little bit at second base throughout the beginning of the season. Played shortstop in the All-Star game, and has just been a natural there ever since. 2 outs and the base is empty for the catcher, Joe Salvo. Righty on righty. First pitch is missing off the outside corner on the fastball for ball 1. We mentioned on the All-Star game broadcast, Badalak playing shortstop despite playing second base all year at the All-Star game. 1-0 finds the outside corner on the breaking ball, a ball and a strike.
And you could say he earned that spot in that game.
Yeah, and we said it was mostly he was moved to short because of the 2 All-Star second basemen.
Yeah.
You didn't want to leave Badalak out even though there were 2 real good players in front of him. Next pitch will miss outside and the count is 2-1. But yeah, I mean, you had 2 really good second basemen playing in front of him at that game. Badalak's stats were too good to hold him out of the All-Star game altogether, so they said, why not put him at short? He's been a natural there ever since. 2 balls and a strike to Joe Salvo. Base is empty, 2 gone. Leisure winds. Pitch. Missing low. Ball 3. Have not seen a 1-2-3 inning in this game. However, the Joes did only bat 3 in the top of the 4th as Sam Lowe's single was quickly wiped away. 3-1 is fouled off. Three balls and 2 strikes. Count full to Joe Salvo. Payoff pitch on the way. Fouled off the first base line. Hit hard on the ground. This infield grass is very smooth, but the outfield, or the grass in foul territory, I should say, a little bit bumpy around the edges. 3-2 on the way. Bouncing in, ball 4 on the breaking ball. Salvo will take the second walk of the game for the Lima catcher. No 1-2-3. Fourth man coming to the plate this inning will be Josh Morozic for Lima, 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout that came in the second inning. Another lefty in this Locos lineup. First pitch to him on the way. Bunt is squared and pulled back. That one just missing outside. 4-1.
Yeah, Joes and Locos very similar in the fact that they got a lot of lefties.
1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Low part of the zone.
Man, I wish that radar gun was correct. It said 111.
A 111 breaking ball. I don't know. That might be unhittable. 1-1 count. Pitch to Morozic on the way. Running in just a little too far. Missing the inside part of the zone. Ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. Leisure nods. Now the pitch. And that bounces in as well. The count is 3-1.
Over 80 pitches here for Leisure. You would have really liked him to see 80 through 5 or 6, and now he's at 80 in the 4th.
Still no movement in the pen. 3-1 pitch. Swinging a foul ball. Hopping to the backstop it goes. Another full count coming up. We did not see the Joes push too many guys close to the 100-pitch mark in the regular season. However, kind of all bets are off here in this championship. Runner goes, 3-2. Low again, bounced in for ball 4. Back-to-back full count walks for Josh Leisure. Brings up the top of the order for Lima. First and second with 2 gone.
5th walk of the game for Leisure.
Locos trying to add on to a 1-0 lead. Leisure will deal the first pitch in. Bunt is squared, and it's put down in a good spot. Coming in at third, barehanding. There's no play for Sam Lowe, and the bases are loaded on the bunt single from Ty Gill.
Both teams got the bunt bug.
Brian Herring to the plate now. He's hit the ball hard twice. Now looking to do some big damage. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Josh Leisure wiping the sweat from the face. Averaged just over 1/2 of a walk per inning. Struggled a little bit to find the zone here. Needs to return. First pitch, outside. (1-0) Leisure from the windup. Breaking ball way in. Look out. Herring gets out of the way, and he's up 2-0.
I think if you're the Locos, you'd probably tell him to let that one hit him on the breaking ball.
He is 1 for 4 this season with the bases loaded, and that is going to draw a mound visit from Ryan Finnerty in an infield meeting for the Joes. As now we begin to see a pitcher moving out there
quickly.
Some stretches, yep. Some arm circles, trotting into Joe's bullpen. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Brian Herring looking to add on to a 1-0 Locos lead ahead in the count 2-0. And what's been just a rather uncharacteristic night for Josh Leisure. He's given up a lot of free bags.
But I think that's kind of bound to happen when you don't throw for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
kind of had to
Leisure,
knock some rust off.
You know, the staff saved him, and that was what they wanted to do. They wanted to save him, save him, and that's why they didn't pitch him in the first round. But sometimes those innings can be good for you. You sacrifice the rest for those reps. Infield meeting breaks up rather swiftly. Corner infield is in for the Joes. Middle infield in the normal spots. 2-0 pitch, pushed foul on the left side. Herring going swinging there, and as we usually see out of the mound visits for the Joes, Josh Leisure right back to business. Two and one, Leisure from the windup. Pitch is home, and it's up high, ball 3.
It's an absolutely huge pitch from Leisure.
Got to find the zone here. Nowhere to put Brian Herring. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 3-1 count. Leisure winding. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4. Second run of the game going to come in as Salvo will score. That's the third two-out walk given up from Josh Leisure. Fourth straight man to reach for the Locos. Bases still loaded with two gone. 2-0 lead now for the Locos with DJ Jackson up to the plate.
More importantly, that lets the Locos crowd get back into it, who have been kind of a little dormant, as there's been not much to incredibly cheer about on the Locos side since the second.
First pitch is up high to DJ Jackson. Jackson, 2 plate appearances, 0 at-bats. Walked in the first, was hit in the third. Ahead in the count, 1-0 with the bases still loaded. Leisure winds. Here's the pitch, and it breaks and just misses the inside corner.
It's a great spot from Leisure, but it's not a call you're going to get when you've been missing the zone as much as he has this inning.
Jackson taking all the way here. 2-0. On the way. Bounces up and high into the screen it goes. Play at the plate's not going to happen. Everybody up a base. Mrazek in to score. Gill to third, Herring to second. 2 in scoring position now, and the count 3-0 to DJ Jackson. 3-0 Lima as they put their second run in here in the bottom of the fourth. Get some more baseballs delivered. But right now it's looking like for Josh Leisure, you just got to limit the damage and get out of the inning. For the Joes in the bullpen, it is Travis Smith. 3-0 pitch now. Finds the zone for strike one from Leisure. Some hoots and hollers from this crowd. If you're Josh, you just got to get out of the inning. Night will probably be over, but just escape now. 3-1 on the way. Called strike 2 with the bat thrown from Jackson.
Goodness.
He puts his hands on his head. He can't believe it. Neither can the crowd.
He gave a couple claps. Really thought that
Clapped
one was.
his hands. Yeah, I thought he was going to build that momentum once again, get the crowd into things even more than they already were. But instead, he's going to have to face a payoff. Leisure winding. The payoff pitch. Gets away from Wimmers, but he'll stop it enough to keep it in the home plate area. It is ball 4. Jackson aboard for the third time, and that will load the bases once again with 2 outs. Brennan Norton up to the plate to an applauding crowd.
Walk number 4 in the inning from Leisure. You have to think how many more pitches he's going to be able to throw in this game. He's up to 96.
First pitch misses the inside half to Norton. Norton is 0 for 2. One of only 2 Locos yet to reach base in this game.
Can't let this game get away.
1-0 on the way, and that misses up high. 2 balls and no strikes with the Joes trailing 3-0. Leisure winds. Here's the pitch. This one swung on, grounded right side. Tough play. Lester can't get there. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. It's in safely. Throw at third's not going to be in time. It's cut off. A 2 RBI single for Brennan Norton on the bloop to the right. Interesting choice to swing there, but hey, it paid off.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happens when you give away free bases. You give it the opportunity for something like that to find its way through and give the Locos in a very big lead.
5-0 our score. Tyler Thaman out of the Joes dugout, and that will be an unfortunate ending for Josh Leisure. Joe's just trying to hold it together right now. Runners on the corners and 2 outs, trailing 5-0 after a 4 spot put up by the Locos. They're not done yet. Travis Smith will come in and look to shut things down when we return. This is the GLSCL Championship Series on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Entering the game for Hamilton, Travis Smith. 5-0. Locos on top. 4 runs have already come in here in the bottom of the 4th. Locos looking for more. 2 gone for the 9th man to bat in this inning, Jaden Davis. Runners on the corners for the new pitcher, Travis Smith. First offering, right in there, strike 1. 95 on the fastball from Travis. Oh, 1 bouncing in. Wimmer's able to stop it and keep Norton over there at first. Good quick reaction from the man behind the dish. One ball and 1 strike to Davis. Quick look at first from Smith. Now he's set. 1-1. Bounces in. Wimmer's blocks. Again, no move from Norton at first, and the count now 2-1. You do have a place technically to put Davis, but you'd like to get him out and just get out of the inning. Reset here as you head to the 5th. Sun close to that tree line, almost not a factor anymore. 2-1 pitch. This one hit in the air right side, and that's going to get into the woods beyond the right side fence. Davis with 2 strikes on him. Struck out looking in the last inning. That was his last at-bat. 1 for 2 on the day, though. Had that big triple that broke the ice in the 2nd. Smith fires the 2-2. This one's chopped over to Badalak at short. Quick play over to second base. Easy tap for out number 3. Joe's finally able to get out. That's enough damage for now. You dug yourself a hole. You put away the shovel. Now it's time to climb back out of it. 5-0. Locos on top. We head to the 5th inning. 9-1-2 due up. Brazier, Lester, Patrick for the Joes. When we return, this is the GLSCL Championship Series on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Joe's got work to do, trailing 5-0 here in the top of the 5th inning from Simmons Field in Lima. Crowd loving it as Jaron Slusher retakes the mound. Joe's looking to kind of stifle this momentum built by the Locos and get some offense of their own. Cal Brazier will start him off. First pitch breaking ball misses upstairs for ball 1. 70 miles an hour that time. Brazier ahead 1-0, crushed a ball in his lone plate appearance in the 3rd. Went to straightaway center. This time it's crushed into deep left center. Jacobs coming over, and that ball pushed right into his glove for out number 1. Another one hit hard by Brazier. That one just curled into left field, though, after it looked like it might end up in the gap. Finds the glove of Jacobs for out number 1. Back to the top of the order for the Joes.
That's exactly what we talked about in the break. Hitting the ball decently well, finding barrels, just are unable to find any grass so far.
7th ball to the outfield for the Joes. Parker Lester is 1 for 2 today. First pitch from him on the way. And it comes in. He'll lean out for ball 1. Norton is playing way off the line at third base and in on the grass with his heels touching the berm. Rest of the infield pretty normal against the lefty Lester. 1-0 pitch comes in, and that plunked him. Nowhere to get out of the way for Parker. That ball was dead center on him. Joes will take the base runner.
Berm might be the landscaping word of the year. Might be the only one we've mentioned the entire season.
We try to keep it fresh here on the broadcast.
Keep it exciting. You know, you never know what you're going to get. You might get
never know.
landscaping. You might get...
what are some of the weird things we talked about all year? I'm not sure.
I have no idea.
Andrew Patrick, the batter, runner on first, 1 out. First pitch to him, dealt in. This one popped up. Shallow right field, and now actually the edge of the infield coming into foul territory. Backing up and making the catch is Sadler.
That's a great play.
That ball must have been hit into a tornado, the way it just circled into a million locations, but ended up in the glove of Sadler for out number 2. The 3rd time Patrick has been retired. Nick Wimmers up to the plate. Runner on first. 2 down. Slusher looking for a quick inning after hitting Parker Lester. First pitch to Wimmers. Inside, ball 1. Wimmers walked in the first, was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Those his only 2 plate appearances.
Has been a crowd favorite.
Absolutely. 1-0. Comes up high on him. Nearly plunked the shoulder, but just didn't run in far enough. Still ahead in the count, though, 2-0.
We have been unable to see Wimmers properly use the batting gloves that he just got in. They are probably one of my favorite looking batting gloves I've ever seen.
He's got the clean white look. 2-0. Got to think a good pitch coming here to Wimmers, but first a move to first.
We should put a tally on the stream of pickoffs.
There's been a lot. Don't imagine that'll change as long as Slusher's in the game. 2-0 to Wimmers. Catches the top part of the zone. Strike 1. Wimmers going to take all the way on that one, see what he can get. 2 balls and a strike to Nick. Long pause. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip.
Ooh, chased that one.
Little up high there on Wimmers. Count is 2-2. Slusher eyeing up strikeout number 2. Only man he retired on the K was Sam Lowe, who was the beer batter conveniently for him. Lit up the crowd in the top of the 2nd. Looking for punch number 2 here. Nick Wimmers looking to keep the inning alive. Runner on first, 2 outs. 2-2 count here to Nick Wimmers. First to pick off. Joe's trying to chip into a 5-0 lead that was predominantly built in the bottom of the last inning. 4 runs for Lima. Came across in that bottom of the 4th. Slusher reset on the mound. Runner goes. Pitch, check, swing. Throw down to second is offline. They're going to check to first. And now check out to the third base umpire, Dorsey Hager, as the first base umpire, Ron Black, was not looking at the plate, rather looking at the runner. And Hager is going to say that Wimmers did not go. So the count is full, and Parker Lester has moved into scoring position.
Locos faithful not giving him the best time.
They are not happy, and in this field you can hear it all. Wimmers has the count full. Runner on second for him now. Slusher kicks and pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside corner. Breaking ball retires Nick Wimmers for the first time. It's the second strikeout, both looking for Jaron Slusher, and it strands another runner in scoring position for the Joes. That's now 6 runners left on base for Hamilton through 5. To the bottom of the 5th we go. Travis Smith going to retake the mound. Joe's just got to keep things stable, keep the wheels on. This is Game 1 of the GLSCL Championship Series on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. To inning number, or the bottom of the 5th, we go. Still here in inning number 5. Nothing but zeros for the Joes in terms of scoring so far. Travis Smith retaking the mound, trying to keep this lead at what it is, 5-0 Lima. Leadoff batter is Clay Jacobs, who led off the last inning with a ground out to second base. First he'll see of Travis Smith. Squares to bunt, missed it. Called strike. That pitch was on the outside corner. He just kind of tried to push the bat at it and just almost swung through it with the bunt as he was headed down the first base line. Down 0-1 here. Here's the pitch from Smith. Breaking ball will be in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. First 2 Locos were retired last inning. 1-1. Hit straight in the air. It's going to carry all the way out to left center field. Andrew Patrick just slowly tracking towards the gap, and he will make the catch. That ball was hit a mile in the air. But Jacobs retired for the 3rd time.
You unravel that ball, you might end up in the river.
Cade Sadler up to the plate. Base is empty. He's 1 for 2 on the day, coming up with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Smith's first pitch, missing down low. Good movement on that one.
What we're accustomed to.
Break, yeah, that almost looks like it's going to come in and hit Sadler, ends up near the zone. 1-0 pitch, reached for and hit out a play on the right side. Sadler was the second of the 2 outs that started the last inning. Should be noted the entirety of that rally was with 2 outs, as every single man reached base from then on in the 4th. 1-1. Hit up the middle. That ball's going to get through just past Parker Lester at second base. Line drive for a single. Sadler with his second base hit of the day.
There's always that famous debate of whether you would want the off day or you want to just roll right through.
Yep. A tale of 2 first rounds for these 2 teams. Joe Salvo to the plate. Runner on first, 1 out. Smith from the stretch. Fires the first one in. This one's jammed into center. Long way for Andrew Patrick. He'll have to let it hop. Now maybe a chance at second. The throw is in time. Crowd doesn't love it, but Andrew Patrick beats out Cade Sadler to second base.
Yeah,
we mentioned that happened in the division series for Licking County, and it's just a tough play for that base runner.
Unfortunately, doesn't get the hit. That's a fielder's choice.
Tough way for Joe Salvo to fall for 1 on the day.
Good by Andrew Patrick to play that one like he was
Absolutely.
going to catch it.
First pitch lifted up left side out of play from Josh Mrazek. Runner on first and 2 outs now. Couple hard line drives hit up the middle. That was going to be a really tough play for Patrick. He might have had a chance if he dove, but in this situation, you just kind of want to prevent any more momentum from building. 0-1 on the outside corner, called strike 2. Moans and groans after every pitch from this passionate Lima crowd. They have supported the Locos all year long, always have. 0-2, slider way outside. That ball was not blocked in any way by the umpire, Nick Wimmers, so we got to see the full showcase of movement from the arm of Travis Smith.
That's gorgeous.
So much outside, inside on Josh Mrazek. Now the 1-2, and that'll fall low.
Tried to double dip.
Lights are on here. Sky is a light shade of orange around the horizon above the tree line.
Very nice sunset.
Smith set. Here comes the 2-2. Just outside on the off-speed delivery there. 87 miles an hour for Travis Smith.
Circle change is what I'm going to go with on that one.
So now the count full to Josh Mrazek. Runner goes, and the pitch is up high, ball 4. Salvo advancing to second.
That's exactly what happened in the last inning.
Mrazek aboard. Ty Gill coming to the plate. Top of the order man is 1 for 2. First and second, 2 outs. First pitch on the way. This one's lifted up behind home plate and out of play. Joe's seem to have just struggled to get outs when they've needed to today.
Yeah.
It hasn't like they've been completely shelled.
It's a testament to the Locos batters.
They've come in exactly when they've needed to. 0-1, check swing, and that one was in the zone anyway. Count 0-2.
Oh, I thought he reached over to the first base umpire.
Yeah, that one fell in. But yeah, it seems like the Locos have capitalized on every single opportunity. Seems like they've had exactly the right amount of opportunities to score 5 runs. That's what they've done. 0-2, fouled off.
Just the game of baseball, you know, it just happens sometimes. Sometimes the stuff doesn't fall on your side, and the other side just plays a better game.
Out there in the Joe's bullpen, there's a pitcher throwing. We believe it is Shea Hendrickson. Count is 0-2. Smith's pitch. Slider off the outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to Ty Gill. Long pause before Smith could even come set. Gill's going to call time and step out. Smith has not moved, though, on the mound.
It's a statue.
Set at the belt. Smith fires a 1-2. This one's grounded sharply over to second base. Parker Lester will field it next to the hip and fire over to first. 4-3 for the third out. Joe's finally able to put up a 0 after what felt like a marathon in the 4th. To inning number 6 we go. Bats need to start producing, and producing now. Due up for Hamilton will be Steven Stigler, Evan Ulrich, and Clay Badalak when we return. This is the GLSCL Championship Series on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network. Jaron Slusher still on the bump for Lima. 5-0 our score. Into inning number 6 we go from Simmons Field. Crowd still here in full force. Leadoff batter is Steven Stigler. He is 0 for 1 today, but did walk his last time up. First pitch on the way, and that falls low for ball 1.
You'd love to see a leadoff base runner for the Joes.
1-0 pitch. This one hit in the air, right side, coming over is Herring. This is going to be a tough play. He dives, and that's foul. Just on the line. To the right.
Could not see that field umpire.
That ball was very, very close. It was dove for by Bryant Herring there in right field. He was not able to make the play, lost the hat, but it's going to be a foul ball, and it'll make the count 1-1 to Steven Stigler.
We don't have the ultra zoom to see the chalk, so
no ATP tennis technology here at Simmons Field. 1-1 the count to Stigler. The pitch on the way, and that's right down the middle. Called strike 2.
It was almost exactly what the Joes needed.
Stigler moved the hands at it, but didn't quite make the move. He was choked up already a little on the bat. Now he's going to move up a knuckle or two. Facing a 1-2 count. The pitch on the way, and it's outside. Salva did his best to frame. Oh, that ball was way out there. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, high, ball 3. And the count is full to Steven Stigler. Joes just need base runners right now. And they need to break the ice on this 0 in the run column. Payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. That one didn't quite find that inside corner. And on the hands of Steven Stigler, he walks in back-to-back plate appearances. And now Evan Ulrich comes to the plate. He is 0 for 2 on the day.
First leadoff base runner for the Joes all night.
And a pitcher quickly gets out of the Lima dugout and jogs up the line to the bullpen.
Slusher up 81 pitches. Not entirely sure how far he's gone before.
First pitch outside to Ulrich on the curveball.
But he's been great.
He has been indeed. No runs off 3 hits for Hamilton. Slusher has hit 2 batters, walked a few. But all you need is zeros. That's exactly what he's given them. 1-0 to Ulrich. On the way, runner fakes. That pitch is inside. It hit him.
Ooh, I think it got Salvo behind the dish, too.
It deflected off of Ulrich. Not sure if it got him on the arm or hands or if it came in and actually hit the torso. But regardless, it puts him on base, puts runners on first and second. Like you mentioned, it might have clipped Salvo, but he looks to be okay. Now that's going to draw a mound visit from the Lima dugout. Like we mentioned, a pitcher just moved out there. There was someone throwing that was a right-hander that threw a while ago and ceased doing so probably about an inning and a half.
I was unsure if that was more of just a toss, as I didn't see any catcher's gear on the guy he was throwing with, or if that was legit, and it wasn't.
Yeah, so now the new guy that we mentioned moved out there just a moment ago is Dylan Masters, left-hander out of Murray State, transferring into Ohio University next year. This could potentially be his 3rd appearance in 4 days this postseason.
He's been the guy. It's a guy you like to have, a guy with a rubber arm that you can just throw out there when you need him.
First and second, the batter is Clay Badalak for the Joes. Righty on lefty matchup. First pitch to Clay. Inside, did that hit him as well? It did. Look out. This could mean trouble for the Locos. We mention it every single broadcast when the Joes have the lead. It seems like it's always been the other way around where the Joes have come out to a big lead, and then you give up some free bags, you think, uh-oh. But now on the flip side, the Joes knocking at the door. Bases loaded, nobody out after a walk and 2 hit by pitches. Sam Lowe coming to the plate for Hamilton.
If you're Sam Lowe, you have to take to get a strike here. You have to make Slusher come to you.
First pitch to him on the way. Big cut and a miss. He's going all the way. That one probably would have found the zone, but
yeah,
regardless, an aggressive approach at the plate from Sam Lowe.
Going for gusto.
Down 1-0, or rather 0-1. Pitcher getting in really quick work out there. 0-1 pitch outside on the breaking ball. Slusher threw the hands on the head, but that was not a call he's going to get above the age of 12 if you're outside Little League. 1 ball and 1 strike to Sam Lowe. Slusher looking to return to form. Here's the pitch. That's going to miss just low. Good spot there that time from Slusher on the curveball, but just couldn't quite put it in there.
We talked about it with Lazier's inning, and now almost the same thing applying to Slusher. When you're around the zone, the umpire's not going to have the best response.
2-1 is way outside, ball 3. 3-1 count. Caden Konzak is on deck for the Joes. Lowe digging back in. Big pitch coming up. Probably the biggest of the game from Slusher. 3-1. Lifted up and out of play. That one was breaking towards the zone, and Lowe caught it off the top of the bat. The count is full.
If Masters is to come in, he's got 5 strikeouts in 3 1/3 innings, so he's seemed like the guy to come in and shut the door. Some may call him a doorman.
3 balls, 2 strikes to Sam Lowe. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. Lowe knew it right away.
Yeah, I don't know what we're looking for on that one.
Slusher giving Sam Lowe a test. Put that one over the plate, see what he can do with it. But Lowe won't be able to find it. 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Caden Konzak digging in. And now even more crucial to get this ball to the outfield.
That was pitch number 90.
First pitch to Konzak. This one's driven out to right field. It's hooking foul, though, and it will get there. Just along the gravel path surrounding the field on the right side. Squared up from Caden Konzak. 0-1 to Caden. Slusher looking to escape the jam here. 0-1 pitch, hit in the air, right side, and again out of play. Salvo tracked over to the backstop, but just traced the eyes on it as that one landed over near the ticket booth.
It's an absolutely huge pitch for Slusher.
Yep, quickly Konzak down 0-2. With the bases loaded, he's already got 1 punch. After he had bases loaded, nobody out, looking for 2. We've come into the late going, it seems, of the outing for Slusher. 0-2 pitch. Down low, Konzak taking on the breaking ball.
We talked about it with the Evan Ulrich ground out back in the 3rd inning. You can't strike out here. You can't let the crowd get any more behind this team.
Konzak faces a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. This one's hit well, but foul again on the right side. That ball was hit a mile, but not inside the park. Slusher going up and in on Caden that time, and he turned on it. Count remains 1-2. Crowd sticking the hands up. Slusher kicks the pitch. Swing and a miss. pulled the string, went with the breaking ball low in the zone. Konzak swings over the top. And now there's 2 gone. Last chance for the Joes to score a run in this inning. Cal Brazier comes to the plate. 0 for 2, but 2 really well hit balls. Really could use one in a gap.
Yeah.
You cannot, in this type of game, get bases loaded, nobody out, and not score. There's 2 gone now. First pitch to Cal. Breaking ball, hit on the end of the bat, tracking down into shallow right center. That's down for a base hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. Throw will be cut off at second, and that is a huge, huge, huge bloop single from Cal Brazier.
Yeah, the RBI leader, you're going to call on him in a big spot, and he responds. Captain Canada, Cal Brazier, able to get the momentum rolling, get grease in the wheels a little bit on the Zamboni, on the I don't want to say train because the Locos are based off train. So Zamboni getting rolling here for the Joes.
Well, Cal tore the cover off the ball twice. That time, not the case by any means, but the big man comes through. So he just floats it into shallow right center for the 2 RBI bloop single. Runners on the corners and 2 gone now for Parker Lester. First pitch grounded, foul up the right side, chopping down the line.
That is just the epitome of baseball, isn't it? You hit the ball probably 95-ish off the bat both times, and they both find gloves, but you hit one maybe 40 miles an hour.
You come up with the bases loaded, you're thinking granny, and instead catch it off the end of the bat. You'll take the 2 RBIs. Joes now trail by 3. It's a 5-2 ball game. 0-1 to Lester on the way. Breaking ball in the dirt, squeezed by Salvo. He'll let it trickle in front of him, take the mask off, and just track his way to it.
Is this Grant? Is this Grant?
1 ball and 1 strike to Parker. Righty on lefty matchup here. The pitch. This one lifted up, left side. Is that going to stay in play? Going after it is Norton to the fence. That ball is caught. Parker Lester pops out to foul territory for the second time, and it's not the ending the Joes wanted in this inning, but they certainly escaped absolute disaster.
Yeah.
Bases loaded, nobody out. You get 2 straight strikeouts from Jaron Slusher before the 2 RBI single from Cal Brazier finally cuts into this Locos lead. It stands at 5-2. We'll see who takes the mound when we come back for the Joes, looking to keep it that way. This is the GLSCL Championship on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Travis Smith back on the mound. Joe's finally able to come through at the plate as a 2 RBI bloop single from Cal Brazier cuts this lead down to 3. 5-2, Lima on top. Bottom 6 here from Simmons Field. Travis Smith pitching from the windup to start off this inning. And that ball called strike 1 on the inside corner. On the breaking ball, Wimmers couldn't hold on, but not a big deal with nobody on.
Hard, very, very hard to hold on to a ball that moves as much as that.
Brian Herring is 0 for 2, but walked as part of the long Lima Loco train. As that one will find the strike zone as well. Another breaking ball, this time on the outside corner.
Herring a lot like Brazier in the fact that he's hit the ball hard twice and then been rewarded once, got himself an RBI.
Yeah, walked with the bases loaded, got that RBI, and then also came around to score himself. (0-2), check swing. He did not go around. Herring started to move and just did everything in his power to hold those arms in position. Pitch was just outside on him. A ball and 2 strikes. 1-2, fouled off, pushed up the left side. 95 miles an hour from Travis Smith. Maybe a chance for Travis to extend himself out a little bit after the Joes kept his pitch count very, very low during the regular season. He is rehabbing from Tommy John. 1-2 pitch, up high. They're going to give another check to the third base umpire, Dorsey Hager, but there was not really a big swing there from Herring. So the count is 2-2. So maybe testing the endurance of Travis Smith a little bit here. 2-2 pitch, zipped in there, low and in.
Yeah, not sure how the Wildcats want to use him in what capacity in the fall and in the spring.
Absolutely, yep. So committed to Kentucky, was a highly, highly touted prospect at a high school. 3-2 pitch to Herring. This one hit again hard in the straightaway center. He will slam the bat on the ground, and it's lost by Andrew Patrick. It'll get down in center.
And that is what we were told by assistant coach Ryan Finnerty happens here. A lot of balls kind of get lost in the lights.
The lights are kind of, I don't know what you want to call them, parking lot style maybe. They're not traditional stadium lights.
Actually, I don't even think we have a traditional stadium lights. This might be the same.
But regardless, it'll put a runner on first. Smith, pretty solid first at bat, but not able to get the play behind him. Runner on first. First pitch is upstairs to DJ Jackson. Nick Wimmers will stretch the arm up and to his right. One 1-0 pitch on the way. That one fired in. Called strike one. One ball and 1 strike. This one chopped up the left side, but foul. Sam Lowe trying to make a play. It just got past him, but it won't matter behind the bag.
He tried to barehand it, make it look cooler than it was.
Count is 1-2 to DJ Jackson. Looking for at-bat number 1. 2 walks and a hit by pitch and 3 plate appearances. Runner on first, nobody out. Locos lead 5-2. Smith's 1-2 pitch, and that comes just inside. That ball was tracking all the way to hit Jackson, and then somehow the spin rate just kicks up out of nowhere, and it evades him by mere inches.
Despite almost every effort by Jackson.
2-2. Runner bluffs the pitch, low and away on the breaking ball. 82 miles an hour on the curve ball. Count full. Jackson awaits the payoff pitch. Fastball outside, ball 4.
That's a good spot on back-to-back pitches. Better eyes by Jackson. As
now
he seemed to be Stigler in game 1.
Yep. Runners on first and second with nobody out, as for the 3rd time, Jackson aboard on the walk, and the 4th time, Ryan aboard on a free base. Brennan Norton coming to the plate. 1 for 3. First pitch, up high, stabbed at by Wimmers. Sun is set, not totally pitch black yet, but the lights illuminating the field. 1-0 pitch fired in, off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes now.
That outside corner is constricted a little more than I thought it would.
Norton awaiting. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Gun red 92 on that. Looked like it was not quite that quick, but it had some sink to it.
Norton was right over it.
Yep.
I think he made it seem like that was 85.
Looked like a curveball out of the hand, but maybe a fastball. 2-1 pitch now, and that's a breaking ball upstairs. And the count is 3-1. There's been some milling around in the Joe's bullpen this inning, but not really a whole lot of throwing, so not sure if Shea Hendrickson is ready or if he's not going to enter this game at all. 3-1, fouled off. That ball was quite a ways low.
Yeah, you feel like you're kind of in the situation that the Settlers were in a couple of games ago. If you're the Joes, do you want to use pitchers, or do you want to concede and maybe use them for the next one? My thought has always been go for the win, but you never know.
There will be one more game at least tomorrow, 7:05 at Foundation Field. But for now, a big payoff. It's on the way. Runners go. It's up high, ball 4. And now the ball trickles into the outfield on the throw from Nick Wimmers. A run's going to come in to score. Wimmers jumped up and caught that ball, threw down to second on the double steal. Was maybe looking for a strike him out, throw him out, but the pitch was up high. And so that allowed Herring to score as that ball skipped underneath the glove at second base into center field. DJ Jackson advanced to third on it. Norton to first, run scores. It's now a 6-2 Lima lead. Tyler Thaman is going to take the baseball from Travis Smith, and that will be the end of the road for the Kentucky Wildcat. We'll go to break. Locos strike back, looking for more. Runners on the corners with nobody out, holding on to a 6-2 lead. More action from the bottom of the 6th here in the GLSCL Championship Series on the way from the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network. New pitcher on the mound for the Joes is Noah Tincher. Started game 1 of the playoffs for the Joes. Now coming in a bullpen situation. Runners on the corners and nobody out. The batter is Jaden Davis. First pitch from Tincher will miss low for ball 1. First lefty that the Joes have thrown in this game. One ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a chopper foul off the end of the bat. He'll be lucky to hit like 86, 87.
Much like Lazier, Tincher a bit fired up for this appearance. Lazier was up to 95. Tincher showing 91 on the radar.
1-1. Off the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike. Tincher normally a breaking baller, but pumping that fastball today, I guess.
Yeah, we haven't got a radar on him in, I think, the last 2 games, so I guess we never know.
2-1, hit in the air to the infield. Parker Lester sticking the arms out, now calling off to Cal Brazier, who's right next to the bag, and he loses it in foul territory. It'll drop. Yet again, a miscue on a fly ball, this time coming from the Joes infield. Looked like nobody knew where that ball was, as
nobody.
Parker Lester did not move at second base and stuck the arms out like that ball was going to come right to him. And then Cal Brazier, who was standing directly on first base, then called everybody off even though no one was moving. And then just gradually
Norton had no idea
crossed his legs more and more towards foul territory before that ball eventually got by him. 2-2 the count now to Davis. The pitch on the way. And that misses just low. Fastball there from Tincher.
Yeah, Norton had the hands on the head. He was ducking out of the way. He didn't know where it was either.
Yeah, on first base, that ball might have plunked him. Looked like it could have. 3-2 here to Davis. Tincher winds and fires. Swings, slowly hit chopper. Runner coming home. Tincher's going to have to turn, throw a hard one to first, and it ticks off the leg of Cal Brazier. He can't catch it. Trickles over to second. Run scores. DJ Jackson went without hesitation. Looked like Noah Tincher might try to go home with it. Instead, he turned around and delivered a bullet over there to first that would have been in time. But it was a really tough catch for Cal Brazier as he was kind of spinning at an awkward angle, and that one looked like it clocked him on the shin.
That is a great read from Jackson. You see the ball in the dirt, you know it's going to kick up, and you take off immediately. Tincher had absolutely no play at home, and I don't know if even the lights had something to play with that as well for Cal Brazier.
7-2 our score now, first and second. Still nobody out in the inning for the Locos. Clay Jacobs the batter. First pitch to him on the way. This one grounded over to second base. Lester coming over on it. He's going to tag the runner, try to throw for first. He pump faked, and we'll check the runner at third. It's not going to be a double play. Norton goes to third. Davis is cut down on the base paths. Jacob reaching on the fielder's choice. That'll put runners on the corners with one out.
You would have liked to see Lester kind of just flip it over, at least get an attempt to get two. But understandable, the runner's right in front of you, might as well tag him.
Yeah, I think Lester thought that the runner was not going to stop and back up away from him to buy time, regardless. First pitch misses outside for ball one. I think he thought he could just quickly apply the tag and then move over to first, but instead the runner on base, who was Jaden Davis, kind of backed up on him, bought some time for his runner, Clay Jacobs, to get to first. 1-0 the count here to Cade Sadler. The pitch, swing and a miss. Kind of a haphazard move there. Sadler just kind of flicking the wrists on the baseball bat. 1 ball and 1 strike here to Sadler. The pitch on the way, and that'll miss low. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tincher set. Lifts the knee. Here's the pitch. And it's outside for ball 3.
Sadler's been the guy for the Locos tonight, 2 singles. Would love to see him come up big here for the Locos if you're a Loco fan.
2 for 3 on the day. Faces the 3-1. At one, going to miss outside. Gave a small check swing. They're not going to appeal over, though, so Sadler will reach base, and the bases are loaded. 11 walks in the game for the Joes is a season high.
What a time.
The worst possible time for it, but that's how baseball goes. Joe Salvo, the batter, 2 for 3, or rather 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch fired in, and it will be called strike 1. Yeah, walks do not count as singles, so the average for the Locos, which leads the playoff teams, will not really go up much this game. The on-base percentage through the roof, though. 0-1, and that will miss off the outside corner.
Yeah, the Locos, with 23 hits through 2 games, have 6 in this one, but it's really been the walks and the free bases from the Joes pitching that has really plagued them.
Lima hit 280 in the regular season, led the GLSCL. 1-1, slider on the outside corner for called strike 2, and Joe Salvo is hot as he steps out. Had quite a few words for the umpire. Tincher still pitching from the stretch here with the bases loaded. Here's the 1-2 to Salvo. Swing and a miss. Salvo goes golfing. Tincher draws the chase. It's his first strikeout. The 4th for the Joes staff.
Huge strikeout.
2 outs in the inning now as Joseph Morozic will come up. He is 0 for 1. Also with a pair of walks. Morozic going to have to face off against his first lefty of the game. First pitch from Tincher on the way. And that was low for ball 1. Curveball. One ball and no strikes. Pitch on the way. Check swing. The pitch was off the plate. They're going to appeal to the base umpire and say that Morozic held up.
Yeah, probably one of the hardest spots to overturn a call out there in the middle of the infield.
Yeah, I didn't think Morozic swung either, so not a big deal. 2 balls and no strikes. Morozic is the 8th Lima batter to come up to the plate this inning. 2-0 pitch from Tincher on the way, and it hit him. RBI for Josh Morozic as he wears that one. Train horn blaring into the night. It's going to haunt the Joes' dreams tonight. So we've heard it a lot. Now an 8-2 score. Bases still loaded with 2 outs, and we go to the top of the order. Locos have batted around again. Second time they've done that in this game.
To be completely honest, for how many walks we've given up, I think to be only down 6 is a bit generous.
First pitch finds the inside corner for strike 1. Ty Gill, 1 for 3. Set the precedent, you could say, for the Locos by walking as the first man to come up at the plate for them in this game. 0-1, this one hit softly out to center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. It'll score 1. Here comes the second. The ball gets by Andrew Patrick, so there's going to be no play. Morozic goes from first to third. 2 runs score. Sadler and Jacobs come in. Lima into double digits. It's 10-2.
I just had to say it, didn't I? Had to talk about the deficit.
Ty Gill adding to the RBI mark. Runners on the corners here in the bottom of the 6th. 10-2 our score. 2 outs for Noah Tincher, just trying to escape the inning. Lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch to Brian Herring. Fastball on the outside corner for strike 1. Crowds had a lot to cheer about in what will be the final game of the regular season, be the final home game of the season for Lima. 0-1 has bounced in, a ball and a strike. Tomorrow evening, these 2 teams will play for Game 2 at Foundation Field, and a Game 3, if necessary, would also take place at Foundation Field as the Joes have the tiebreaker over Lima despite the even regular season records. 1-1, this is off the plate, down and away. So the Joes will get a chance to host Games 2 and 3. So the crowd having a lot to cheer about here in the final time that Lima will see them at Simmons Field. Runner goes, 2-1 is fouled off. Runner will have to return to the post. Two balls in, 2 strikes. Tincher sets. Pitch in. This one hit off the end of the bat, and it is lifted foul into the concourse on the left side. Lima picking right up where they left off Locos. They struggled in that first game against Michigan. Caught fire late in that series. 2-2 again is fouled off. Count remains the same. Lima had their backs against the wall. They were very, very close to being eliminated in that series. They came here to Simmons Field. They were trailing 1-0 in the series and trailing late in the game in Game 2 before coming back to win and force a Game 3. That Game 3 was a wild one yesterday, back and forth, but in the late innings, Lima really ran away with it. 2-2, hit on the ground. Cal Brasher coming over from first, can't make the field. It skips off the glove. Run comes in to score. Gill moves to second. It's going to be scored a single for Brian Herring, his second of the inning, second of the ball game. Puts runners on first and second and now makes it an 11-2 score. No run rule here in the playoffs, so the Joes are going to have to fight it out.
And more importantly, use pitchers that they probably could have saved for the rest of the season or the rest of the series.
Yeah, we'll see who the Joes decide to throw out there. First and second, 2 outs. DJ Jackson at the plate. Noah Tincher's going to step off and give a couple walks toward second base.
You'd have to think maybe you even see Clay Badalak, as we haven't seen him throw in some time.
The Locos up 11-2 here in the bottom of the sixth, and 2 down. Runners on first and second. First pitch from Tincher fired in. Swing and a miss from Jackson. Reached base 4 times. 0 for 0 officially at the plate. 3 walks and a hit by pitch in a night of free bags by Joe's pitching. Next pitch on the way, and that finds the outside corner on the breaking ball for strike 2. Nothing in 2 here. DJ Jackson looking to extend the inning. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss.
Thank goodness.
Noah Tincher finally able to get the Joes out of a disastrous inning. But the crowd giving a much-deserved ovation to these Lima players. They've got their money's worth. Ticket price has been worth every penny for these Locos fans. They've had a lot to cheer about. 11-2 our score after a 6 spot put up in response for the Locos. To inning number 7 we go. We'll see what the approach is for Hamilton when we come back. The GLSCL Championship Series is live here on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. New pitcher on the mound, Dylan Masters takes the bump. The nice cushion, 11-2, Lima Locos on top of the Hamilton Joes in Game 1 of the GLSCL Championship Series. First pitch to Andrew Patrick. Bunt is pulled back for ball 1 on the pitch up and away.
Joe's got a lefty.
Jaron Slusher goes 6 innings, gives up 2 runs off 4 hits. Walked 3, struck out 4. 1-0 to Patrick, hit high in the air. 3 players coming in on it, though, as that one may drop in the Bermuda Triangle. And it is dropped after hitting off the glove of Mrazek. Now the throw into second is not in time. Great heads-up base running by Andrew Patrick. You hit that ball to center. We lost it out of sight.
Yeah.
I thought it might drop between 3 converging players. It did not. Mrazek got underneath it as it hit his wrist and fell to the ground. But that's what running it out's going to earn you.
Little deja vu on that one. Back to Big Red.
Nick Wimmer's going to hit from the righty box for the first time.
Righty Wimmers.
Runner on second, nobody out. First pitch on the way, and it's outside for ball 1.
You do have to wonder if the Locos are accustomed to the lights here and they've kind of figured things out, or if we're going to see a couple balls drop like they did with the Joes.
1-0 count here to Wimmers. Big lead from Andrew Patrick. Nobody holding him. Pitch is outside. Joes have left 8 runners on base in this game, including leaving bases loaded once and leaving 2 runners on once. Big swing and a miss on the 2-0 that time.
Good pitch.
Off the plate. Masters gets Wimmers to chase. Wimmers is 0 for 1 on the day with a walk, a hit by a pitch, and a looking strikeout. 2-1 offering. Bounced in. That's going to skip off the shoulder of Salvo. Patrick advances to third easily as Salvo picks that one up near the Lima on deck circle on the left side. Three balls and a strike to Nick Wimmers. We saw the Joes get started. We'll see, although the emotional momentum has definitely been put out, if anything can carry over just technically for these bats. 3-1 to Wimmers. Sprayed foul on the right side. That ball collided rather hard with something. Not sure what it was, if it was a building, if it was a car, what it was, but it drew a large groan from the crowd. Regardless, count is full to Nick Wimmers. Masters hangs the arm and now sets. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and it's outside, ball 4. Wimmers aboard for the 3rd time. Runners on the corners as Steven Stigler strides up.
Masters not a guy that's going to give up a lot of free bases. Just 11 walks on the regular season, but has given up 42 hits. That's more hits than innings pitched.
Whip sitting at 1.5. First pitch called strike on Steven Stigler. Nothing in 1, the count to Steven. 0 for 1, but has worked 2 walks his last 2 at-bats, or plate appearances, rather. This one grounded up the left side. Having to come around on it is Gill, throwing across his body. He is out at first. Stigler beaten out by half a step, but it was hit in just the right spot to score Andrew Patrick and prevent the double play ball. Wimmers advances to second. Joe's scratch 1 across. Score is now 11-3. Runner on second and 1 gone. Evan Ulrich is at the plate for Hamilton. First pitch to Evan. On the way, swing and a miss. Breaking ball fooled him down and in. Nothing in 1 to Evan. The pitch on the way, and this one lifted up and foul on the right side. Ulrich facing an 0-2 count.
Love to see just productive outs at least get stuff moving towards game number 2. You don't want to look past this game, but you do want to keep things rolling in that regard.
0-2 pitch on the way. Grounded sharply up the left side. It ticks off the glove of Norton and gets behind the bag in fair territory. Wimmers gets to third. It's going to be a single for Evan Ulrich, his first hit of the game. He's now 1 for 3, and that'll put runners on the corners. It's something for the Joes.
Yeah, if anything else, it's just a consistency with the offense. You don't want to come out and get no hit throughout the rest of the game and then, going into tomorrow with a deflated sort of presence.
Clay Badalak up, runners on the corners and 1 out. First pitch to Clay, falls down low. Here are the shoes, called ball 1. The night sky is a dark shade of kind of greenish gray painted with the trees beyond the fence. 1-0 pitch right down the plate, strike 1.
Yeah, get Bob Ross out and paint this one. It's pretty.
Very solid baseball ground here at Simmons Field.
Indeed.
1-1 to Badalak. Runner bluffs. Check swing. That ball misses down and away in the dirt. 2-1. Joe's trailing 11-3. Runners on the corners and 1 out. Clay Badalak up to the plate. Masters on the bump. Lifts the knee. Throws a low one over to first. Good play by Sadler to keep that ball in fair territory.
Yeah, almost thought that one was coming from Masters, but at the same time, you're up 8. It really doesn't matter.
Probably not something he's going to want to do again. 2-1. In on Badalak, nearly hit him. He turns away from it. And the count is 3-1. Clay got on base his last time up in the last inning. Was hit by a pitch. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a ground ball foul behind home plate and on the hands. Count is full to Badalak now. Lefty on lefty. Long pause. Masters is still not set, and now is. The payoff pitch. Reached for and lofted over the head at third base, just over a jumping Norton. It's going to be a single that will score a run. Everybody up a base. Ulrich to second. And for Badalak, you got to think that was more of a defense swing than anything else on 3-2, as that ball was on the low outside corner. Was potential to maybe be ball 4 or called strike 3. But Badalak just reaches for it and lofts that one softly over the head of Norton. He'll get the RBI, makes it an 11-4 game, and pulls a Locos coach out of the dugout to go over things now with Dylan Masters and Joe Salvo, who will all meet on the mound. First and second, 1 out with the Joes trailing by 7. The batter will be Sam Lowe. Locos only out hitting the Joes 8-6. But the errors which Joes have given up, 2 of them for Hamilton versus Lima's 1, and of course the free bases, the walks and hit batters, have really hurt the Joes in this one. Looking to get something going. Sam Lowe at the plate. Joes have already got 2 in the inning. First and second, 1 out. Righty pitching in the Locos bullpen. First pitch, swing and a miss from Sam Lowe for strike 1.
Yeah, it's been the beer batter all night, and the Locos crowds have not been able, or not let him forget it in any of his 3 at-bats.
0-1. Here's the pitch. This one grounded up the left side. Fielding on the backhand. The throw to third is in time.
That's a great play.
Fantastic play there by Ty Gill. He was not going to have a play as he came deep into the 5-6 hole at short, fielding that one on the edge of the outfield grass. Instead of going across his body, he gets the lead runner at third. It'll be a fielder's choice for Sam Lowe. Second out recorded as Evan Ulrich is retired. First and second with 2 gone for Caden Konzak now.
Yeah, that's a heads-up play you love to see from your shortstop.
First pitch on the way, and that falls right down the plate for strike one. Good pitch there from Masters. Konzak looking for hit number one on the playoffs. 0-1 pitch. That one misses outside. Konzak started to reach, but was able to reel it back in. 1-1 to the lefty Konzak. Pitch inside. Konzak takes. Two-one count. Pitch to Konzak. This one lifted up and foul. Skied out of play. And the count is 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, two outs here in the top of inning number 7. Pitch to Konzak, misses low for ball 3. Count full to Caden. On deck is Cal Brazier for the Joes.
Get it to Canada. Get it to Cap in Canada. Let's get a Brazier pump.
3-2 pitch. Fouled back. Good defense there from Caden. Count remains full. Runners will be off with the pitch. The lefty Masters fires home, swing and a miss. Konzak goes chasing upstairs. It's back-to-back strikeouts for him. He falls to 0 for 4 on the day. And the Locos able to keep it at 2 runs for the Joes in the top of the 7th. This large crowd will now rise to their feet as finally we've reached the 7th inning stretch. It's singing time here in Lima. Locos rolling 11-4, heading to the bottom of the 7th when we come back. Noah Tincher retaking the mound for the Joes. This is the GLSCL Championship Series on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. To the bottom of inning number 7 we go here from Simmons Field. Crowd all on their feet. All Locos through 6.5. Lima batted around and then some in the last inning. Brennan Norton will lead off to face Noah Tincher. 11-4 lead for the Locos. Tincher winds, fires in the first pitch, and it'll miss low for ball 1. For the Joes, with some of that starter stamina, hoping Noah Tincher can carry you through this game. 1-0 pitch on the way inside. Oof. Look out. Brennan Norton escapes. Two balls, no strikes. Tincher kicks and deals. That's in there. Strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike to Brennan Norton. Norton, sophomore to Coleman, Alabama. Plays at Jacksonville State for the Gamecocks. 2-1, hit off the end of the bat. Deep to right field, but foul. Another one of those. Not a very hard swing, but you catch it on the right part. That ball is crushed. Fortunately for the Joes, it is hooked foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Brennan Norton. Tincher winds and deals. Fastball off the plate. That ball was not in the zone, but I don't know if Norton maybe thought it was. He gave a hop as if he was in frustration of himself. Maybe thought he struck out looking on that. Ball was off the plate, though. Now the 3-2. Reach for, hit into shallow right center field. Andrew Patrick racing in. He gets a glove on it, but can't make the catch.
I have to wonder if Konzak didn't see that one at all.
Closer to him, yep. Konzak kind of tracked over to it like a normal fly ball, whereas Andrew Patrick got fantastic reaction. Turned on the burners as soon as that ball was off the bat. Carried a little deeper, I think, into the outfield than most initially would have thought off the bat. But regardless, it'll get down. So now the batter is Jaden Davis. First pitch on the way, hit right up the middle, glances off the top of the glove of Noah Tincher, who was ducking, but it's into center field.
He's kind of taking a minute to collect himself as that one kind of rung his bell.
Tincher crumpled to the ground and just kind of weakly moved the T-Rex arm up at the baseball.
That's all he can do.
Caught it off the top of the glove ever so slightly, but nothing to make a huge play on. Norton was not able to advance to third as that ball was hit way too hard. So he will stay on second. Clay Jacobs comes up. He's 0 for 4. First and second, nobody out. Tincher fires the first pitch, and it misses low for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. First and second, corner infield in for the Joes. Pitch inside. 2-0 now. Lefty on lefty matchup. Jacobs looking for his first hit. 2-0 pitch. Inside on him again, ball 3. Noah Tincher has some words for himself as he will now take the ball and have a lap around the mound.
Compose yourself here, especially with the Joes getting 2 in the top half of the inning. You have to think, just kind of keep momentum in that side. If not for the win, then for tomorrow, you'd like to win the back half of the game.
3-0 pitch, way outside. Grip locked a little there by Noah Tincher. He held on to that ball a little too long. Ball 4. Bases loaded, nobody out for the Locos. First walk for Clay Jacobs. He, along with Jaden Davis, are the only 2 Locos not to walk in this game. Cade Sadler up to the plate with the bases loaded and no outs. First pitch on the way, outside. Righty Cade Sadler has had himself a day at the plate. Had the RBI single in the second. Since then, a hit, a walk, and a run scored. They ground out sandwiched in between. 1-0 bounces off of Nick Wimmers. Ends up on the edge of the infield grass in front of him.
6 straight balls here from Tincher.
2-0. Pitch on the way from Tincher. That's inside. Good catch there from Wimmers. But now 7 in a row. Sadler ahead 3-0. Tincher from the stretch here. Fires home. And it's up high, ball 4. Another run comes in to score for the Locos as Norton has walked in. Davis to third, Jacobs to second. Back-to-back walks for Cade Sadler. 12-4 our score. As we mentioned, this game will not be a run rule regardless of how many runs the Locos jump out in front by, but hard to believe that even if run rule was in effect, it was not already at that point.
Yeah.
It really feels that way for the Joes right now.
Yeah, the momentum is completely sucked out of that Hamilton dugout. Like I said, you'd like to just win the back half of the game. You chalk it up to a loss, and you take the 6th inning on, and you win 3 innings, and then you go ahead and you roll into tomorrow with some more, at least, momentum towards yourself.
First pitch to the next batter, Joe Salvo, called strike 1 on the inside corner. Nothing in 1, bases loaded, still nobody out. Tincher kicks and deals. Swing and a foul ball to the back fence. Salvo down 0-2. Samford, catcher, is hitless on the day. Has reached base 3 out of his 4 plate appearances, though. Nothing in 2. Tincher fires. That one just misses atop the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, not going to get any help from the home plate umpire. He's going to have to do this himself, as he has walked 2 straight guys.
1-2 pitch, and that falls down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two here to Joe Salvo. Pitch on the way. This one hit in the air, foul territory, tracking toward the shallow outfield. Over comes Cal Brazier, sticks the glove out, can't make the play. That one may or may not have stayed in the ballpark. I believe it did. May have hit the fence, may not have, may have caught a glove there from Cal Brazier, but regardless, it was close. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Joe Salvo. We've got word that Jacob Hughes is warming up in the Hamilton pen. The way things have gone, there's 6 outs right now that the Joes need to get through. 2-2 pitch on the way, and it's high and away, ball 3.
You might use Hughes to get into the 8th, and then maybe use Badalak in the 9th or in the 8th, but just to get out of the inning.
3-2 on the way, fouled straight back. Yeah, I mean, the mindset here you'd think of bringing Hughes in is that if he only has to pitch 1 inning and he's able to keep the pitch count low, you know, you're going to lose this game. That's the reality of it. You're probably going to lose this game, and so if you are wanting to win the series, you're going to have to make it go 3. And so if you bring in Hughes to pitch 1 inning, he might actually be available for that game in a couple of nights, which is what you would need to win the series. 3-2 to Salvo, up and away, ball 4.
Honestly, possibly even tonight or tomorrow if he doesn't throw that many.
Absolutely. 13-4 Lima leads. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Lima has matched the 2-run tally, and now out comes Tyler Thaman on a late mound visit. There's Noah Tincher. He'll step off the mound. Ball will be handed off, and it looks like Jacob Hughes is going to enter the game for the Joes. Night ends for Noah Tincher. It's just gone wrong in every single facet for Hamilton tonight. Hughes will enter the game. Bases loaded, nobody out, 13-4 our score. Locos on top. This is the GLSCL Championship Series on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. New pitcher on the mound for the Joes is Jacob Hughes. He will take the mound from Noah Tincher, who went 1 inning. Bases loaded and nobody out. First pitch is on the way. Swing and a miss from Josh Morozic.
It's good to see a strike. I don't think we've seen one in quite some time.
Noah Tincher gave up 2 hits to lead off this 7th inning and then walked 3 in a row before he was pulled from the game. Joes bring the infield in. Next pitch on the way. That'll find the zone as well. 0-2. Nothing in 2 here to Josh Morozic, who is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Hughes fires. This one hit into left field and tracking over, slowing down, speeding up, and letting it go foul is Steven Stigler.
Saw it, didn't see it, saw it, didn't see it, and then saw it and was like, okay, that's out.
Off the ball, it looked foul. You look to the outfielder for the reaction. Stigler's jogging, then all of a sudden it picks up. Your heart drops, but that one did indeed end up out of play on the left side. Count is still 0-2 to Morozic. Hughes takes a breath, now kicks and fires. This one bounced in. Wimmers squeezes between the legs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Joe still have the infield in. 1-2 the count to Morozic. Righty, Hughes. Deals in. This one in on the hands. It's lifted up behind home. Couple fans going after it. Didn't see where that one landed, but
no.
Out of play.
Hopefully the train car's okay.
I don't think it got that far. You never know, though.
They name it? Is there? Do you know if there's a name?
I don't. I'm
Lenny
sure
the
there
Loco?
is, but I don't personally know it myself.
Lenny the Locomotive. Something
I'm a bad
like that.
broadcaster. I didn't do my prep. 1-2 pitch. Fouled off again.
You and me both, I guess, in that regard.
That one kicked over the fence somehow and landed in the stands. My goodness. Hughes takes a long pause. Now another 1-2. And again, fouled off the left side. Again into the stands. We've seen none of those all night. All the foul balls have gone far away from these bleachers surrounding home. And now we've seen 3 in this at-bat get real close. Crowd sticking around in full force, getting ready to celebrate with their Locos. The final game here at Simmons Field this season. 1-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the inside part. Hughes started running off the field. There's only one out.
That's the first out of the inning.
Crowd rains the boos down, but that one found the inside corner. Back to the top of the order we go.
Definitely felt like the third out, I'm not going to lie.
It definitely did. First strikeout in a while. Base is still loaded now. 1 out as the top of the order will come up to the plate. Ty Gill for the Locos. Gill is 2 for 4 on the day with a walk. First pitch from Hughes falls in there.
Beautiful.
Called strike 1. Nice breaking ball.
Him and Smith have 2 of the nicest looking breaking balls I've ever seen.
Nothing in 1. The pitch. Swing and a miss that time. Gill going for the grand slam. Not going to connect.
Lights it up. There's a 9 on the radar gun.
Nothing in 2 here. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gill goes chasing upstairs that time. And it's back-to-back strikeouts for Jake Hughes. Two outs as Bryant Herring strides to the plate. Locos continuing to lead 13-4. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 hits on the day for Herring in each of his last 2 at-bats. Smith takes a breath. First pitch, dealt in. Strike 1. 89 that time off the arm of Jacob Hughes. Hughes has looked good. Really been the least wild of any Joe's pitcher so far, even though it's been just a couple of batters. 0-1 pitch, fired in. This one looped left side right into the glove of Sam Lowe, and it's an L5 to finally end another inning. Felt like a whole lot more than 2 runs, but that was all it was for Lima. Their lead is much larger than that, though, 13-4 as we head to inning number 8. We'll see what kind of momentum the Joes can build, maybe moving forward into Game 2 tomorrow. Cal Brazier will lead them off when we come back. This is the GLSCL Championship Series on the All with Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. Top of the 8th has arrived here from Simmons Field. Locos 13, Joes 4. Dylan Masters retaking the mound for Lima. Cal Brazier will be the batter for the Joes. Cal is 1 for 3. First pitch on the way to Cal, and it falls right into that outside corner. Good breaking ball there from Masters for strike 1. Crowd's still here in full force. 0-1, foul tipped by Brazier. Strike 2. These two teams will be back in action. Game 2 tomorrow from Foundation Field, 7:05. Come out to Foundation Field or tune in. We'll have the call here like always. 6:45, our coverage will begin. 0-2, this one laced out into right field, coming over. That'll fall into the glove of Herring. Another hard hit ball to the outfield from Cal Brazier. On those, he's 0 for 3. His one hit came on a soft blooper. Base is empty, 1 out as Parker Lester comes up. It's been interesting because the Joes have struggled a little bit at home and been a lot stronger on the road this season. 10-11 at Foundation Field, 13-6 away from it this year. First pitch to Parker Lester will come inside. Lester moves the elbow away for ball 1. Parker is 1 for 3. He's reached base twice via a single and a hit by pitch that came in his middle at-bats. 1-0. This one hits softly up the line and now just sliding foul into the gravel path surrounding the field. One ball and 1 strike to Parker Lester. From the windup, Masters lifts the knee. The pitch, swing and a miss. Lester goes chasing. Strike 2.
Masters done a phenomenal job just filling up the zone, and it's been even better with that breaking ball. Got a couple of Joes to chase.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch on the way, and it's low. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Lester. Bases empty, 1 out. Pitch, swing and a miss. Lester reaching out on that one. Can't find it off the end of the bat. Second strikeout for Dylan Masters since entering the game last inning. And now there's 2 gone. Andrew Patrick coming up. First pitch on the way to Andrew Patrick, and he'll watch it on the inside corner for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Masters winds and fires. That'll miss low. Joe's with 4 runs off 6 hits, 2 errors. They've left 10 on. Lima has left runners on base in every inning so far. They've got 13 runs off 10 hits, 1 error. 1-1 is lifted up and foul on the right side by Andrew Patrick. The left on base total for Lima is 14 right now through 7 innings, averaging 2 an inning. 1-2 here to Andrew Patrick. Both sides ready with the bases empty. 1-2 pitch. This one jammed foul. Kisses off the top of the fence. This is definitely going to be one of the longer games that you guys are going to play this season. So we are over the 3-hour mark. 3 hours and 7 minutes since first pitch. 1-2. This one hits softly. It'll die in the infield grass. Coming in on it, it's a high throw from Davis. Second to first, but it's in time, beating out the speedy Andrew Patrick to keep him hitless on the day. Joe's retired in order, 1, 2, 3. Man, it's been a while since we've seen one of those. To the bottom of inning number 8 we go. Lima on top, 13-4 our score. Jacob Hughes will retake the mound when we come back. This is the GLSCL Championship Series on the All Wealth Hamilton Joe's Broadcast Network. Bottom of the 8th here from Simmons Field in Lima. Locos on top, 13-4. The leadoff man to face Jacob Hughes will be Dylan Masters. Hughes fires the first pitch home, and it's over the plate, called strike 1. And Hughes has been a breath of fresh air in this game for the Joes. DJ Jackson facing an 0-1 count. Hughes kicks the knee, now delivers, called strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Jackson awaits the pitch. Hughes kicks and deals. That's up high. Pops out of the glove of Wimmers. One and 2. Jackson was the only Locos player that did not get the bat in the last inning. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout, 3 walks, and a hit by pitch today. 1-2 outside. He'll take it.
He got his 2 at-bats in the 6th, though.
He did.
Didn't miss one, I suppose.
Walked and scored and struck out in that inning. Hughes deals the 2-2, swing and a miss. He got Jackson to chase up high on the fastball. And for the first time in a little while, the Joes are able to retire the leadoff man. Pinch hitter coming in. Carson Garner will bat for the Locos in place of Brennan Norton. Carson Garner, right-handed batter out of Murray State. Locos trying to get some guys some at-bats. We may see him tomorrow, we may not. So we get a long pause here. It's the home plate umpire, Don Hammond, took a little while to get that substitution written down in the book, but he does so. And now we will ready for the at-bat. Base is empty, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 8th. Garner once again batting for Norton. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss. He chases up high. High fastball pumping the cheese from Jacob Hughes. It's got some good swing and miss stuff on it.
Yeah, Hughes has been exactly what we thought we'd see.
0-1 on the way. That time it'll miss just off the plate. (13-4) Lima leads, bottom of the 8th. 1-1 count. Hughes fires home. That'll just miss the zone inside. And Garner ahead 2-1. Heard a train horn. I think it's a real one this time. Through the late night here in Lima. 2-1, swing and a miss. Two balls and 2 strikes now to Carson Garner. Hughes brings the glove back. He's set. And pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside half. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jacob Hughes. Pinch hitter 0 for 1. Carson Garner heads back with the strikeout. And another pinch hitter. Number 9, Caleb Dugan, will bat for Jaden Davis. Caleb Dugan, righty batter out of Lourdes University in Sylvania, Toledo area.
What
NAIA.
Lourdes. That sounds vaguely familiar. I'm also absolutely exhausted at this point.
Dugan will bat for Jaden Davis, who finishes the day 2 for 5. A single and a triple. Bases empty, 2 outs. First pitch on the way. Way up high, buzzes the tower.
Make him
Dugan
think about being the pinch hitter.
flings the head out of the way. Maybe just better off sitting in the dugout and celebrating this instead. 1-0. That'll find the zone, called strike 1. Crowd not a fan of Jacob Hughes. Not a fan of anyone in a Joe's uniform. 1-1 pitch on the way. That'll miss low on the fastball. Two 2-1. That's a breaking ball up high. Dugan watches it go by. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Dugan is the hometown guy. A couple guys
Yes,
from Lima.
from Lima, Ohio. 3-1 pitch. In there for strike 2. Lords, I believe they are the Gray Wolves, if I'm not mistaken.
I would assume
Joe's
Crossroads League as well.
Had a right fielder, Harry Jackson, last year from Lords.
Huh.
Was an all-star. 3-2, off the plate, ball 4.
I'll give him a Google. We got a couple of minutes.
I'm out of notes, so
Yeah, there we go.
we'll do whatever we want.
Let's see. Yeah, Gray Wolves.
Yep.
Spelled with an A, not an E. As our people across the pond may spell it.
Lefty batter Clay Jacobs stands in with a runner on first and 2 down. First pitch. This one driven out into left field, but dying as that one is camped underneath and caught by Caden Konzak. Side retired here in the bottom of the 8th. To inning number 9 we go. It's been a long one. Joes with one final chance. We'll see if they can get 9 when we come back on the All Wealth Hamilton Joes Broadcast Network. We've reached the top of the 9th here from Simmons Field. Lima has taken this game from the very start and ran with it. Picked up right where they left off after the 3-game series concluded yesterday, the divisional series win. They're up 13-4 on the Joes here in the 9th. New pitcher on the mound is the position player. Brian Herring moves in from right field to pitch. He will face off against Nick Wimmers. First pitch gets away from him up high, ball 1.
Now, I did see Astudillo throw the other day in person at the Reds game.
Yes, we
with
did.
La
I was there
Tortuga.
too, yeah.
Give me the cut 4 graphic.
1-0, misses in the same spot.
Position player pitching.
2 balls and no strikes. Give Brian Herring a baseball card. 2-0 pitch. He'll find the zone. And the crowd lights up.
A fan favorite, it seems.
2-1. He winds and fires. The pitch, this one lifted up. Foul territory. A couple players racing after it. Garner is sliding, but he will not get there. It's going to be a foul ball. Nick Wimmers ran 180 feet from first to second after coming out of the box. Hustling hard, but he'll have to return to the box, and it'll be 2-2.
I'm going to be honest. I don't think you'll ever see position players run as hard for balls and play as hard defensively as when a position player is on the mound.
Got to sell out for your guys. Always, that's the most important scoreless inning your team can put on the board. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Upstairs. Count is full to Nick Wimmers. Looking for his third walk maybe. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Moves the hands at it, hit the handle of the bat, and went foul.
I heard hand.
Count will remain full to Nick. Bryant Herring transferring out of Kennesaw State. He will be at Georgia Highlands College next year. Lefty batter, but a right-hander throwing on the mound. Payoff to Wimmers on the way. Up high, ball 4. Wimmers taken. Four out of 5 times Wimmers up to the plate today, he's reached base. Likely finishes the day 0 for 1. Runner on first, nobody out for Steven Stigler. Herring from the stretch now, fires the first one in, and it's off the plate for ball 1. Stigler is 0 for 2 with a pair of walks today. Herring's pitch in there for strike 1. Breaking ball found the bottom part of the zone. Stigler now even in the count, a ball and a strike. One pitch. This one hit off the end of the bat, high in the air, but foul. Behind home.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm not happy.
To Steven Stigler.
We won, but at what cost?
Here's the pitch, and it's spiked. 2-2. Nick Wimmers biting the jersey over there. It's been a long day for him behind the plate. 2-2 to Stigler. Breaking ball fought off.
We haven't made the playoffs since 2001. So I guess we'll take it.
Stigler staying alive at 2-2. Long look over the shoulder from Brian Herring. Now he's set on the mound. 2-2 pitch. Fought off again to the backstop. Good at bat here from Steven Stigler. Good to see the guys still locked in here late. Two balls and 2 strikes. High throw, pickoff over to first is going to get away, but Wimmers is going to stay put as he slid back and had kind of trouble getting up. So that ball gets over the head at first, but it won't advance him. Two balls, 2 strikes. Wimmers is leaning, and he fakes. The pitch is up high, ball 3. Full count to Steven Stigler. Now Wimmers will go. 3-2 pitch hit high in the air to right field. Wimmers is going to have to retreat. Catch is made. Hutchins' throw is offline to first, so won't be able to double up on the 9-3. But first out recorded of the inning as Steven Stigler is down on the full count fly out to right. Evan Ulrich striding up to the plate. Runner on first, one gone. Herring set from the stretch. The righty takes a breath, lifts the knee. First pitch, swung on and missed. Good breaking ball there from Herring. Dives under the bat of Ulrich. 13-4 Lima on top. Looking to close out the game here, 2 outs away. 0-1, fired in. That time and misses in the dirt. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss again on the curveball. Finishes down below the zone on Evan Ulrich, and he's down 1-2. One-two pitch, runner goes. This one hit up behind home plate, out of play. Might land on top of our heads here in the press box. This game started at 7:05, approaching 3.5 hours. And a Lima lead that stands at 9, but feels like a whole lot more right now. Definitely a day for the Joes to forget. One-two pitch to Ulrich coming up. Here it is. This one fought off, out of play on the right side.
Evan doing a good job. You don't want to give up just yet. You know, you always want to fight, especially late in games.
Lima crowd has not thinned out one bit.
No.
They're still here to support the Locos. This is one of the most intimidating road environments in the entirety of the GLSCL to come into. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, check swing. They're going to say that Ulrich held back. The ball gets away from Joe Salvo to his left. It's going to be a 2-2 count to Ulrich as Wimmers advances to second. That was a weird play.
Yeah, very strange.
It's a check swing from Ulrich as the ball bounced in the dirt. Ulrich did not go around. Ball trickled to the left of Joe Salvo, who did not even go to get it. Was too busy pointing at the first base umpire, asking if Ulrich swung. When the base umpire, Ron Black, finally figured out what he was doing, he said no, he didn't. So he's still alive. 2-2 with a runner on second now. The pitch. High breaking ball won't find the zone. Count full. Three balls, 2 strikes to Evan. Pitch gets away, way up high. Ulrich will walk. Wimmers gets to third. That'll put runners on the corners with 1 down. Clay Badalak will come up.
Oh.
And
they
the
got
throw
him.
to third, they got him. Oh, my goodness.
Wimmers was not quite paying attention. He rounded thinking that maybe Salvo was not quite paying attention, and they threw behind him and got him.
I was looking down at the scorebook. I apologize. So the runner wiped off third base, and now the Joes down to their final out with Clay Badalak coming up. Runner on first and 2 down. And just another example. Seems like everything that could go wrong for the Joes has gone wrong in this game. First pitch, breaking ball up high to Badalak. One ball and no strikes. Pitch on the way, and this one's upstairs. 2-0. Herring picks off the first. Crowd is bubbling here in Lima, getting ready to boil over and celebrate the win. 2-0 count. And the pitch upstairs to Badalak, ball 3. Badalak up 3-0. And now Herring will take a second to collect himself walking around the mound. 3-0, runner goes, and the pitch is up high, ball 4. Another breaking ball, 4 in a row that missed all up high. 2 outs, runners on first and second. Sam Lowe comes up. He is the beer batter. Maybe give fans one last chance to snag a discount. First and second, 2 gone. Joe's down by 9. First pitch to Sam Lowe is up high. Herring got to pull this down here, just get the ball in the zone, retire one batter. One 0 pitch on the way, called strike 1. One and 1 to Lowe. Here's the pitch, and that's low and in. So Herring finally able to bring it down, got it in the zone that time, a little too much on him. 2 balls and 1 strike to Sam. Two-one pitch, breaking ball upstairs, ball 3. A curse of frustration on the mound from Herring. He's got Sam Lowe and a 3-1 count. Caden Konzak is on deck for the Joes. First and second, 2 gone here in the top of the 9th. Game 1 of this best of 3 GLSCL Championship Series. 3-1 pitch. Ball 4. That'll load the bases for the Joes. No hits in the inning, 4 walks though. Do not get the run as Nick Wimmers was put out at third base on a wacky play. Gonna get a meeting at the mound between Garner, Salvo, and Herring here in the top of the 9th. Konzak digging in, and now finally set to play again. Joe's looking to make it look close on the box score, maybe. First pitch to Konzak, up high, ball 1. One-0 on the way, up high, ball 2. Breaking ball, breaking ball. No pitcher warming up, obviously, in the Lima bullpen in this situation. 2-0 is spiked, blocked by Salvo. He'll let that ball just sit in front of him, and nobody's going to try to move for the Joes. The count is 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Joe's looking to walk a run in here. From the windup now, the pitch, high, ball 4. Evan Ulrich will score. 13-5 our score, and that's going to draw a mound visit.
The strangest.
You can't make this stuff up, man. And perhaps the most loosely contested championship series game in GLSCL history.
I have been over here trying to figure out the details.
So right now on the Lima mound, they're pointing around, and I believe they're going to take the ball here from Herring. I believe that conversation was, who can we pull out of the field to pitch?
Yeah.
And the coach came out of the bullpen, pointed at like 3 guys, and just asked Brian Herring, who should I give the ball to? And he's got his man. Well, we're not done yet. 13-5 our score. New pitcher on the mound. It's a position guy. We'll see how this goes. Bases loaded, 2 outs for the Joes when we come back. Cal Brazier up to the plate. 2 outs. Top 9. Joe's down 13-5 now. Bases loaded. No hits in the inning for the Joes and 5 walks. New pitcher on the mound is Caleb Dugan. First pitch misses upstairs for ball 1.
The home plate umpire's zone is not budging whatsoever.
Nope. It's not going to change.
He's content.
1-0. That'll find the zone. Strike 1 on the outside.
I think maybe he gets paid by the hour?
Maybe. That would be something. 1-1. Here we go. Up high on the breaking ball. 2 balls and a strike to Cal.
We are 8 minutes away from the stream being up for 4 hours.
We are about 3 hours and 40 minutes in. 2-1, swing and a miss from Brazier. Joe's down to their final strike. Caleb Dugan is just lobbing him in there right now. Does he have enough to get Lima out of this game? The 2-2. Low and away, ball 3. Lima fans clapping like a closer getting ready to deliver a save.
Everybody's ready to go home.
Runners will be off with the pitch. 3-2. Up high, ball 4. And the game remains alive.
Just letting everybody know here, we're 15 minutes away from 11 o'clock local time.
Back to the top of the Joe's order. Parker Lester comes up. Base is still loaded. It's now 13-6. These 2 teams got to play again tomorrow.
Yes.
Dugan fires the first pitch in. That'll miss upstairs for ball 1. He throws the hands up, but like you said, zone not getting any bigger here in the top of the
You
ninth.
have to wonder when the threshold is to bring in an actual pitcher.
1-0, grounded foul up the right side.
Or why we're even swinging at all.
Joes do have, or rather, Dugan has gotten the Joes to swing already a couple times, which is something that for the most part Herring could not say in the tail end of those walks. 1-1 way upstairs. Dugan going to take a second for the first time. It's just been pitch after pitch. 2-1. Called strike on Lester. He gives a little look to the umpire. That was framed a good 6 inches. Two balls and 2 strikes to Parker. Dugan fires home. Swing and a miss. Gets Lester to chase. And the Locos completed. We had a little fun in the 9th, but it was a rough day for all Hamilton Joe's faithful around. Fireworks exploding off in the distance here at Simmons Field. The Lima Locos close out their home season on a high note and take a 1-0 series lead over the Hamilton Joes. 13-6 is your final in this one. Locos now just 1 win away from avenging the loss from last year and taking the GLSCL title. Well, Blake, what a marathon of a game this was. It was approaching about 3 hours and 40 minutes, but at the end of the day, just nothing going the way of the road team tonight.
Yeah, except for maybe the ninth inning when there were position players on the mound. It really just seemed like the Joes were unable to get anything going. Left the bases loaded twice. Pitching was really the main culprit tonight. We're unable to keep free bases off. If you cut the free bases off, we mentioned in the break that there were 27 base runners for the Locos. That's just way too many to win a baseball game. When you're having more outs or more base runners than outs, there's definitely a problem. We'll just look to, bounce back tomorrow, get a good night's sleep tonight. Hopefully everybody comes back fresh tomorrow, and we, just find a clean slate.
Absolutely. Winning pitcher in this one was Jaron Slusher, who went 6 innings for Lima. The losing pitcher was Josh Leisure for the Joes, who went 3 2/3 to start this one off. Well, that will conclude coverage. Kudos to you if you stayed till the very end. Final score tonight from Lima, 13-6. It was a day to forget for the Hamilton Joes. They'll try to turn things around back at home tomorrow as they take on the Locos again at Foundation Field. 7:05 start. Our coverage will begin at 6:45, like always, as the Joes try to force a Game 3 in a couple of nights. So for my great broadcast partner, Blake Griffin, also Sam Hughes to my left, who's always been helping us out all year long. Thanks so much for tuning in. Everybody who makes it possible behind the scenes, we appreciate each and every single one of you. 13-6 your final. Joe's season's on the line tomorrow. Tune in then. Until then, Luke Westpoli saying so long. Total watch